we are live with episode 3 of book 3 of Avatar Legends. The tournament continues. What happened
Tournament
last?
continues. We have one player down in the
Willingly
tournament. That's
down.
not the important salient point. We have one player down in the tournament. We are halfway to our mission of saving the child. And there's 2 days left. This is
It's episode 3, so this is the
Oh.
third day out of 5. We're making
Dawn
good
of the
time.
third day.
The perfect
this is
time
day
for
3. We're
someone to
halfway
go-
through the tournament.
If we go at the same pace we've been going, the clock will fill at the end of the fourth day, and day 5 is breakout day.
Can someone check the stream? My preview is very laggy, but if the stream is fine, then I'm good. It's saying 0
Oh.
dropped frames.
It
So,
is like we are laggy. Yeah.
We are laggy.
Like the cameras are like
Okay.
jittery.
So it's not 0 dropped frames.
How is it now? I just switched.
I will give it a minute.
Waiting.
Oh, and we lost Indigo's camera, which means everyone's now switched places.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. Oh, it switched cameras.
Are we still laggy?
Yes.
Okay, I have some ideas for that. Give me a sec.
It wouldn't be Sunday.
We have gone a short time without technical difficulties. Let me close
Make
some
it
stuff.
happen.
Or being the optimal word.
How is it now? I just closed some stuff.
Okay, we're not as choppy, but I think at least.
Yeah, I think that fixed it.
Okay, yeah, now it's good.
Cool.
I swear I have blinds on my kitchen window.
But
it
they
still
disagree.
just looks like a giant bright light behind me.
He's got Ra, the sun god, out there like, hello, my child.
Yeah, it's just your next door neighbor mowing the lawn,
Apparently,
glowing.
It's a
very
beautiful
incandescently.
day.
Praise me!
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a tournament going on. We're trying to, I don't know. Yeah, we got
Rescue
we got
someone's
3
son
days.
while winning the tournament, while, surviving, while a bunch of very, let's call them exotic people, from across the world are here. as
We
tournament-
got
It's a circus.
let's
We're
talk
at a
about
circus.
who's-
Yeah.
Mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's talk about who's around. So we can recap on the important players in this tournament.
Perfect.
We're checking in with all the characters we've seen before to see who's still in the tournament now that one of our players has lost. So going down the list, Bato, we have not seen since the entrance ceremony.
Didn't we give him our place
I
back?
gave him my place back, I believe.
No, you
No, that's
gave.
Pano.
That wasn't. That was. Oh, my
Oh.
That was
goodness.
Pano.
Who's Bato then?
Wow. When
Oh, the
Sato's
brother.
It's
brother.
Sato's brother.
Okay. Yes.
Listen, we have
Oh.
Bato, Sato, and Hanto on the island.
Yep. We haven't seen
Yeah.
him since the entrance ceremony, almost either.
Well, we see him every time we do a
Yeah, he's like
Pai-Sho
watching
battle.
from above.
Yeah, but we don't get like interact with him. Pana has narrowly escaped being kicked out of the tournament. Lieutenant Kai is also at the same stage of the tournament as you. Totally not a plant from the organizers.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
We need to kick him out. That would be interesting.
Did Natsu stay alive in the tournament? I don't remember. I know we rolled about it.
I think he did.
Definitely did.
Yes.
She did? Okay. So, also, in that round of the tournament, the wolf baby has been eliminated. Oh yeah, it's Natsu, the machine lady of Pai-Sho.
I was trying to remember what MLPS means.
That's what I did too. I was like, "Ooh, who is that?" No, it's the machine lady of Pai-Sho.
Did Stoneface lose his match, but he's still around?
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Mhm.
Just much like the mob is always kind of around, yeah, Dama has been clearing all of these events handily, because he is, in fact, the world's greatest Pai-Sho player.
Or will be.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the goon squad, are they still in the thing?
You said mob, so that's who that was.
We defeated the mob officially last time, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but I can always just throw more mob characters.
Yeah.
It can just
I
be a
know.
constant premise.
I think the mob did they lose? No, they lost to you.
They
But
lost the
Yeah.
challenge, so I think the thing that was picked was they will take my side in a future conflict, which is great.
right, and it's just basically they're not gonna beat you up anymore. They let you earn
Yeah.
their respect.
Well, hey, no, it says they'll take my side in a conflict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not beat
And
me up, but I'm hoping to use them somehow.
yeah, they'll take your side in the conflict. They won't act in your plot.
Hmm. I think we use them on our escape.
Yeah.
Hey, nobody messing with the kid except for me.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
think we're trying to get them in on the plot anyways, so
Yeah.
well, ostensibly.
And then we got one more, I don't know, masked Pai-Sho player character, but this is more like nice looking mask situation. I think that completes all of the people still in the tournament, right?
We have a math Pai-Sho player?
Well,
Let's make
we
it
have
the
not
blue
interacted.
spirit.
I picked who this character was when I made the list of people in the tournament. And then we haven't met them yet, so now they're another masked character in the tournament that's not Stoneface. It's not more like a masquerade mask.
Oh, so they're tuxedo masks.
Yeah,
is what
It's
it
funny
they're
because I was just writing that on a token.
yeah. They have a fancy. They're a fancy masked character because we had the wrestler mask, we had the creepy stone mask, and now we have the fancy mask.
Go with that instead, so we don't get copyright hit.
What is the lady from the moon gonna do? Please don't come after us.
Who owns the American rights to show? Who owns the American rights to show Sailor Moon?
Think Funimation. I'm not positive though.
I'm just wondering if there's some weird, because it's not out of the ballpark of possible that the same parent company also has them and Nickelodeon. That's not
It
in the
it's
realm of
Viz.
impossible.
Yeah. I don't even know what Viz Media is.
A conglomerate.
The best in manga, anime, and global entertainment.
Mm.
I'm just saying it's possible that it falls under the same license.
Oh, they're Shonen Jump.
Oh.
Oh.
Bleach, Sailor Moon, Death Note. One of these things is not like the others.
Oh, all right. One more tangent about anime. Have we all seen Burn the Witch? It's in the same universe as Bleach. It's only 3 episodes. It's like Western Bleach, but it's from the same company, the same writer. But it's or you watched way too much Bleach. The way they cast, it's the same magic system. You say a chant, you call up. Yeah, they call it different thing. No, but you say it. No, but it's you say a chant, and then you say the spell with a number following it, because the spells are in categories and they're numbered, and there's a chant to activate it. It's the exact same magic system in both. Instead of I was
I-
I gave up. I did not make it. I was trying hard. I have to restart this process later. I was trying to catch up before Thousand Year Blood War came out. But then I got stalled, and now I need to go back and restart. Not like I'm not going to start from the beginning again, but I had to take a break in the catch up because I had watched simply too much Bleach in a row.
Mm.
My only like my
Yeah, please don't
only
actually consume Bleach, just the anime.
the only introduction I have to Bleach is like when I was young and I would stay up way too late. It would pop up on Adult Swim and I'd be like, "What's this?" And then
Yeah,
I'd fall
Toonami was
asleep.
great.
Yeah.
Love Toonami. The first, well, yeah, not all seasons are bangers. Just the
Yeah.
level. Not all seasons are bangers. The first Raid on the Soul Society arc, though, is a banger season. Like, that is the best arc of Bleach. The first time they break into the Soul Society and they're just going. Because the whole plot is they go battle, 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 final battle. Like, with no chunks in the middle. Yeah.
hmm
The fast paced, quick, like, battles. Oh, yeah. But they're introduced by fighting. It is the most Shonen Jump way to ever do an anime. It's awesome. The twists are secret magic swords. The
Ooh.
main plot is magic swords, and most twists are, oh, I didn't know what their magic sword was. That is like most of the secrets that are revealed. It's like, oh, that's what your magic sword does.
Yep. And then there's second, third, and I think through fifth stage of Magic Sword for some characters.
Some characters also get other magic accessories. Like, some characters have magic masks. Some characters start
Have
with a
magic hair
mask that turns
clips.
into a sword. Some characters have magic skin that lets them shoot laser beams. Chad has magic skin that lets them
Well,
shoot laser
Chad
beams.
has giant magic glove. Yes, Chad.
No, it's skin. It's explicitly skin. They
Is it
explained in one
explicitly
of the
skin? I thought it
arcs,
was like an
yes.
exo thing.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. His skin's magic.
I'm only imagining
Annoying. I mean,
That's a separate. No, we haven't even touched on secondary systems. We're just on main lines.
what Chad with magic skin is just. I imagine a dude bro with his hat turned backward, like, "What's up, babe? I got magic skin." like,
no, he's very reserved.
He's a big, strong, moody character.
Yes.
Yeah. Who could
so he's
Gentle
punch
Pedro
giant.
Pascal.
Yeah. I just. Oh yeah. They
Yeah.
just decide that the bad guys are Spanish.
Yep. All of the bad guy powers are in. All the bad guys' powers are in Spanish. Yeah.
Because.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's Spanish.
What was that called anyway? Yeah. That arc was awful. I'm
That was not
sorry.
a
That
good
took
arc.
way too long.
That was not a good arc. No. The Soul Society one is the best arc.
And they gave them shit side characters to just do stupid anime shit the entire time.
Yeah.
That dude with the big face and the bug guy.
Okay, so it's not. It's better than the vampire arc because that one sucked too. It wasn't canon. Well, I watched it. It was bad. It was bad. Yeah, fair. They're not good. Sometimes filler's good. It's not good.
Speaking of filler,
Boruto? Yep. Yeah, oh, sorry. Yes, we did turn. We had an internal discussion after last week, and now the tournament arc is canon in our story. Where
It's very
previously, I think
important.
it would have fallen more in the filler category. Now it's actually a canon arc.
The final arc.
I've been muted for like the last 5 minutes during our stream
Mm.
because I
That's
muted myself
fine.
to blow my nose and then didn't unmute myself.
That's fine. We were talking about anime and not the game.
Yeah.
The game technically anime, but not anime.
So, anyway, we have our characters. We're gonna be a little bit less strict to the tournament cycle.
I think
Simply because
our
we
conversation was for the most part actually on stream, by the way. I
Oh,
didn't cut
well,
it. So if you saw the
either
end
way.
of last episode as we discussed how to move stuff going forward, not all of it was on stream, but enough of it was that I think this won't be completely out of the blue.
Well, fair enough. Either way, we're gonna keep pushing forward with it. We will be making rolls to decide for those still in the tournament how results went and stuff. The tournament is still ongoing. We are still keeping to that. You got 1 day for this session. So if you want to spend 24 hours like staking out a building, I guess you can, but you get one roll about it. Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
So I think someone. Actually, before that, I need to ask some questions.
Yeah.
Right.
If I click this, oh, crap! I gotta read it. Where'd it go? Do you, Aeon? Do you believe your ward listens to you more often than not? I think yes.
Yes, still right now.
Have you recently protected them or helped them with the problem? Yes.
Yep. Helped them cheat.
Is is there an immediate threat to your ward that you are aware of? I think we took care of that. I don't think the mob is an immediate threat.
The only general threat is, we're still in the middle of a Fire Nation island.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're on a
Not
remote.
really
You're in the middle of the ocean in a castle filled with guards and gadgets. The mob may not be after you, but you did beat up a lot of people. You did beat a lot of people in Pai-Sho. But in
every
this,
one of them so far has been involved.
Yeah,
just
well,
Aeon has been fighting mobsters almost exclusively.
everyone I've fought has been taken away on a stretcher, so they're not an issue.
Unless they have
And
friends.
the Crystal Champion has had the most violent time in this tournament.
Mhm.
I think there's not. I don't think it's anything like that is immediate. I think it's just there's general threat, but not immediate. So I'll just say +2. A 9. I hold 1.
All right.
Oh, speaking of threats, can I get another clock?
What size?
Let's call it 6. Thank you.
Okay.
Danger.
As long as we're going to be upping the stakes with our mission here, we might as well have a visual representation of
the stakes.
danger.
Yeah. What's our heat at?
Yeah, pretty much. Because we're halfway through figuring out how to extricate the child, so we need consequences rolling in when failures are made on this now.
Yep.
Yeah. I think we know general location of child, but we need a plan. and one of us has a move for a plan, I believe.
We do. Speaking of, I believe there was a scene we were going to have last session but didn't have time with Sato climbing in my window. Do we want to have that?
Yep. Let's have it in the morning.
Okay.
Just to keep the day thing.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Anything we want to do then before the morning, or do we want to just start with that?
We start with a rooster.
Okay.
Well, not a rooster.
Dragon
a
rooster.
Rabbit.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Rabbit.
It's
Yep.
a rooster rabbit. It is
Absolutely.
hopping up and down.
So you get that Doppler crowing as it's like jumping next to your window.
Yep.
Yeah,
And it also like thumps really loud, like boop, boop,
it's
boop, while
stomping
it's
through the garden, and we start with that, and then we pan up to one of the windows with, I guess, an old man hanging out of it.
Do you knock, or do you just climb in?
I think I just climb in.
Okay. Quiwa.
After checking to make sure that you're like decent,
No,
you know.
I don't.
You crack the window and like slap the wood a bit, like decent, and then finish the climb.
Yeah, I think Quiwa was completely asleep, so she wakes up suddenly, like, "Huh?" as you're there. But she's
to a masked person standing in your bed your bedroom. Just
no. No. She does initially like.
Draw an arrow because you're in full combat gear in your bed.
I sleep in my armor. No,
combat roll out of the bed into the crouch with the bow and arrow.
She wishes she could do that. She probably would like look around, and what would she have near her? She grabs her like hairbrush and like holds it like a weapon.
Oh, good. Yes, reasonable.
Hairbrush, normal weapon there. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think you just hear.
Handheld.
I do not think that will work out for you. And Sato pulls the hood off of his head.
Sorry, I thought you were not you.
Did you think there would be a hair emergency coming in your window?
It's for when I wake up. And she immediately just like looking at you, and she like, I need to make sure my hair is like proper.
Or not tangled.
As soon as I wake up. Yeah.
Remind me to have a discussion with you about combat readiness. But anyway, I have found where Koshiro has been squirreled away. Is that tower out on the grounds.
She
Will not be easy getting inside.
No, it won't be. I have a question for you. It occurred to me last night. Do we explain to him who you are when we find him? Or do we take him and explain later?
I have a feeling this will be decided not by us. If we have the time, yes, because a screaming child being pulled out of a tower will give us away. But if he must scream because we are being chased, so be it.
She looks at you for a bit and she says, and if he doesn't believe you? We don't know, but it's possible that he has been told for his whole life of 10 years that your brother is his real father.
This will be difficult, but I think I might be able to get through to him.
Okay. I think she says, so what did you find out about the tower? And then we can probably hand wave it to like trying to make a plan to get to the kid.
Yep, so mechanically, just so it's refreshed, I have a +1 to find him and a +1 to get through the tower as well.
Okay, we can hold on to. I don't know how we want to do it. What I'd like to do is hold on to those +1s, and because the plan making itself is also more support buffs, that's a separate thing, and then we can have that act cumulatively with your existing +1s. Does that work?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Let's do this. I assume that if needed, you are helping me make this plan.
No. Yeah.
I don't know.
You're on your own.
Yeah.
You figure this out. I am going to get breakfast.
I'm going to be exactly like I was as a father, not
Okay.
There's
Are
so
we
many
all here for
tokens,
this,
and
or-
all of them are like maps, and none of them are like literal tokens.
What's that? What's up?
I'm in the like free assets thing, and I just want like some
Oh, you're
tokens so I can
searching
throw
the
some coins down to keep track of our like +1s for the mission.
I think search the word coin if that would help. If you haven't, the search algorithm is a bit finicky.
I'll take a look, see what I can find.
So
Yeah,
when
I was
you
just trying to throw them down so we could keep track.
commit to a plan you propose to the group, roll with creativity. Would everyone else like to be there so we can propose this plan to the group?
Yes, please.
Perfect. Take -1 for each of your companions who isn't on board. So I guess we need to actually do the proposal roughly. Narratively, we need to figure out what the plan would be.
So I think narratively, are we just
Wait, I
all
got
gathered in your room?
I think, yes. I think we call everyone in after. Sato and I probably make up the rough draft of the plan. We run it by you and both of you as well and refine it. Roughly, I'm guessing if we want to figure out narratively what we want this plan to be, we can just make this like as players discuss it. My initial idea is Aeon distracts via sabotage. The rest of us three sneak in ourselves to get to the kid. And then we just get out of there on a boat. Or we haven't actually talked about the extraction since like the first session, I think.
Mhm.
But our idea at the time was that we might have someone waiting like somewhere for us to the surfer I don't remember his name, but the water guy who was a surfer guy. Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that good as our plan? Get
I
in,
love
get
that
the kid,
you're
get out.
leaving me all by myself to cause as much trouble as necessary.
We're letting
I'm
you loose.
down for this.
I think because
Do you want to stay
how do
with
you get the
Aeon?
kid? Yeah, I think I'd probably want to stay with Aeon because Bao's not very sneaky.
Okay.
And I
Aw.
mean, Bao, like the best Bao could do would be like earthbend you guys out of the tower, but then Aeon's all
Mhm.
by himself. So.
Yeah, okay. So we'll keep. So you two do the distraction and probably make sure our escape is still good. I'm guessing. Yeah, and then Sato and I will get into the tower and get out with the kid.
Do we have any place in the plan for the other people who we have brought in?
Not forgetting off the island. Who did we bring in again?
Natsu was in for sure.
Like
and
in? Did we decide to?
She said she's helping us out with this, so if we don't bring it back to her in any way, she's probably will be a little surprised. And
I mean-
one other person?
We talked about
was
other
it
people.
Pano?
Pano
If-
was.
I
Oh,
think-
Oh
the fence
yeah,
about-
I did tell him. Yeah, last session.
I say we put all the extra people on team distraction.
I
That way
agree.
we don't have to tell them too much.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
you
sense.
can also send the individuals if you don't want to get them super involved, even in like the main distraction plan. You can send them to do like one task kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Okay.
Or it's like if there's one part of the plan that's very separate, you can send either Pana or Natsu on that part of the plan. So A, they're not super involved, and B, they're like achieving a purpose with it. But like
Okay.
you can't have them do the major parts of the plan
Yeah.
because they aren't main characters.
Perfect. So, when do we want to like start the plan? Because I think that's when the roll should be done, based on what it says happens on a miss. It says the plan goes awry. So I'm guessing I would make the roll itself as soon as we start the plan. Is that tonight, or do we just do it right now?
I think the plan happens once this fills up. Because then we're ready
no,
to
I think
go.
the clock is actually once the clock is filled, we're off the island and gone with the kid.
Oh, is that?
I thought.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What are the bounds of the clock?
When the danger clock fills, there's gotta be the guards are onto you. There's an island conflict kind of thing. When the danger clock fills, something has happened where the mission doesn't
It's gonna
straight
go-
fail.
It's gonna go
But-
sideways a bit though.
Yeah, things go a bit sideways. Like the jig is up. any like subterfuge you have is gone. You are
Yeah.
actively in danger on the island when the danger clock
We are
is
being
full.
hunted.
Yeah.
What about the other clock? Are we able to attempt rescuing the kid before it is full, without full information?
You're able to attempt the rescue of the kid. I mostly put the clock down to just keep track of the progress that we have made for it. The idea is when the clock is full, the mission
is complete. I think it says below that at least.
Yeah, I put mission progress. So I guess it would be the mission is complete, but I meant that as you have the kid. You have recovered the kid. Your
Perfect.
exit is not part of the mission.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
And that is mostly just to have that
chase
final
scene.
like
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have to sneak away or if you can get the kid but you still get taken out by the guards anyway, that leaves that still up in the air as to the actual result of it, because simply by filling the clock doesn't mean you got away scot-free.
Okay.
It just means that you got the kid.
So then, yeah, we can start immediately if we want to. We can start tonight. I think to me those are the two feasible options. Or we could start. This is actually the most dramatic moment to me. During the tournament, we start when everyone else is at the tournament. The rest of us are no-shows, and everyone's like, "What's going on?" Oh well, we'll figure it out later. Finish the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, we can use the fact that they don't see that people not showing up as strange, right?
Exactly. There are rules for what happens. The previous of the person who lost to them gets their spot if they don't show.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think Aeon is along the lines of, hey, if you want me to do any good distractions, I need at least a day to set those up. Can we maybe do it during the Pai-Sho tournament tomorrow? Assuming we keep our spots?
You need a day?
I need at least some time.
Yeah, a day, another day to plan would be advisable.
Okay, but we should keep looking around. If we wait too long, people will discover this. Don't write anything down if you can help it. It could get found.
Are you taking notes on a criminal conspiracy?
Bao flips down his like crystal arm guard and goes, "No."
Okay. Well, then we
Oh,
should
you
get...
also have I forgot that they existed. Oh, we have stalactite and stalagmite as well.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, they're
distraction team. They're distraction team.
Yeah.
I know, but like you don't want to leave the island without them, if I'm
Yeah.
reading the situation correctly.
No, we do not. Then again, they took you out. Maybe we should bring them. I don't think it's
Like you guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you really flubbed the roll.
You really?
I rolled like 2 1s and they beat me up.
Yeah.
You could absolutely take them on the extraction team because then you've got 2 kids who are around the
Yeah,
same age.
you're right. Actually, that might help with persuading the 10-year-old.
Or you dress them all up the same as bait.
You're gonna Harry Potter
Leave
them?
one of the kids behind.
Yeah, which brother do you like the least?
Not leave one of them behind, but you can shell game it.
Oh,
if you
Possibly.
Ooh, no. Teach the earthbend brother to mudbend through walls. Swap them out. And just have them phase through.
Oh my god.
Very dangerous. I'm happy to actually bring them with us, but
that's a very dangerous skill to teach one of your
that's
brothers.
an extremely dangerous skill to teach.
I haven't even mastered it yet, so I don't think I can teach to them.
Yeah.
All right.
But they should absolutely go with the non-distraction team here.
With the infiltration
they'll go with you. They've earned they would probably choose to do that too. So.
They learned seek vulnerabilities, so they're not useless. So
Yep.
Wait, my brothers know seek vulnerabilities.
Yeah, Sato taught it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Next teach them group moves. We gotta teach the brothers group
moves.
moves.
Yeah.
I don't have any group moves.
Yeah.
All right.
There should be a playbook in this game that gives you access to group moves. I want a gang playbook. I understand it does not fit the Avatar theme. That's more of like an actual apocalypse world thing. but I kind of want a gang playbook here where it's like, you're 5 guys, you don't bend. No, there's 5 of you.
Yep. Nonetheless, I think that we go to breakfast for now.
Yeah. Okay. So it is the 3rd day of the tournament, so a large portion of people have been eliminated at this point. Breakfast has been moved to a much nicer dining room, and with conveyor belt service.
Oh yeah, I guess we have different breakfasts. It's been divided into. I guess you're still here. Here's the like low quality mess hall that Quiwa has to
Yeah.
go to, and the rest
Yeah,
of
but
you
you've
all go
now
to your
unlocked
like
the conveyor
5-star
belt.
hotel
Yep.
Yeah.
breakfast.
Now you've made it today. Oh yeah, so Quiwa can't go, but the
Yeah.
other 3 have unlocked the conveyor belt cafe.
Ooh. What is this close to that tower that the kid is in, or is this like the opposite direction?
I mean, it's on one of the like interior walls. It's not on the same corner because this is a little bit more like mechanical stuff they have to do, so they
Okay.
need more space to hide it. So it's not on like the far exterior wall. But
Got it.
no, you can go to the conveyor belt cafe. There's a cannonball range that shoots cannonballs into the ocean that you can also access now. It's an evil castle.
Yeah, that shows
of a
off
mad
its
scientist.
evil mad scientist stuff.
How far does the cannonball the cannon swivel?
Yes.
Not that far. It points into the ocean. It is
Mm.
both a defensive feature to keep out ships and a fun amusement for Hanto to just like go down and shoot
Great,
cannons
well,
whenever
that's
he wants.
Follow-up question. Is crystal hard enough to be formed into a helmet, and what is the propulsion of this cannon?
You want to do math? You want to do a bunch of math? We can spend 3 hours figuring
No,
out.
this is
Are you going
Avatar.
to fire yourself out of a cannon? Is that what you're trying to do?
This is
That might
Avatar.
be
This is
Val's
not
escape
Looney
plan during
Tunes.
Unfortunately, they are cannonball sized, and this is also technology wise. Before the 100 Years' War, which was about Avatar Classic, is like 1890s technology. So this would put us at like
This isn't very early canon.
1790s. It's not early cannons, but a cannon that could shoot a person safely into the ocean seems a bit much.
Shooting a person into the ocean from a cannon is a bit much, even with today's technology.
Yes.
Now, does it have to be safely? Because I'm willing to take some damage.
It would be a lot of
All
damage.
I am
It
is
would
angry
not be
because of how
small.
this system works.
It might be lethal damage,
Yeah.
if you will.
Okay.
Either A, you impact something, which would be lethal damage, or B, the earthbender sinks into the ocean, which would be lethal damage.
I think if there was a combo between more skilled than Quiwa airbending and earthbending, they could like slow the fall or slow themselves once after they get fired. But
I mean, if you achieve
The water
perfect
bender
harmony-
catch you in a water globe or something.
But
yeah,
not
you could
with
water globe save yourself. I don't think you can rock armor levitate well enough to save yourself. If you achieve perfect harmony, you can fly, apparently, with airbending. So I guess they're
you just
fine.
never fall.
I mean, so what we're saying is the Avatar could maybe do this.
Yeah, the Avatar might be
But
able to
it'd
get
take
shot
a
out of a
lot
cannon and
time.
survive. But they wouldn't need to at that point.
Okay. That's just something for Aeon to now just sabotage.
Yep.
No, my idea for sabotage is look into the volcano on this island and see if you can make it erupt somehow.
Well, I mean, cannon indicates gunpowder somewhere, and a large quantity of it.
Oh, speaking
I'm
of which,
you resources and something that can tick the danger clock.
We had a weird discussion, me and Marissa, last night. We looked into the production of rubber, which is based off of a natural tree in North America, South America. So it isn't a technology so much as it's a resource until it synthesized rubber in the 1900s. So does rubber exist? Because I don't remember rubber existing explicitly in the show anywhere, but it also very much could because it's not actually a tech knowledge-y, so to speak. It's not knowledge.
I disagree. Rubber is a technology. Use of rubber is technology.
That's fair.
It is not gears and wheels technology, but I think it falls under the technology tree.
True.
You could research it in Civ.
Yeah, it's a refined substance, so
Yeah, but also like even having access to a resource, and it is refined. Yes, refining is a technology all on its own, but even having access to refined rubber and implementing it in a practical manner is also like a technology thing.
How viable are suction cup gloves?
We do not have enough high quality rubber to create suction gloves, nor do we have smooth enough surfaces unless you're climbing a brass wall.
Okay. Sokka would be
Gloves.
disappointed.
What
Actually,
if?
no, I'm lying. I'm 100% lying. There is a move in this game for technologists for suction cup shoes, so yes, suction cups are viable. This game has rules for them. I cannot say no.
But what if they're not rubber? They are literally like octopus suction cups. Like you have harvested an octopus.
They only last for a few weeks before it rots.
I'm gonna vote no on the octopus glove
Mutilation thing.
Yeah.
Okay, rubber
But
it is.
Rubber suction cups are canon in this game. There is a technique where you have suction cup boots and can run up ceilings.
Thank you, Magpie.
So it is canon. Yes,
Perfect.
we have it.
Cool.
On a separate note, as we kind of get into and kind of talk in whispers about sabotaging, I'd like to ask the group if there's any ideas that they have on figuring out where tomorrow's match is going to be played, because that's going to be a great place to create a distraction. And there's been a different arena each time, so if we can figure that out ahead of time, that would be really helpful.
Next, there's 8 people currently in the tournament still in total now, or is it 4? Well, yeah, it wouldn't be 4.
3, 4, 5, 6.
There's
7,
you 3
8.
plus
There's technically, I think,
Dom.
9 if Stoneface is still in.
Stoneface is not in.
Okay, so 8.
So I think it's
So 8 today.
everyone above
That
here.
means
So we'll
tomorrow will be
basically
4
fighting
only.
people.
So we want to look for the second most dramatic place, because it'll be the semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think Quiwo can try to do that. CFC is permitted, because I assume that she would still be permitted to watch the matches as they go on.
Yeah, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 10.
10. Okay.
Is that including the players or no?
Yeah, we got 3 of the 4 players. We
Okay.
got Ball Mask. Bato's not in the tournament. Pana. Domali. Lieutenant Kai. So that's 7.
Quiwo's going to skip breakfast then
not
and go
me.
try to find out where this place is. She's literally going to just
8.
start walking around where she's permitted to walk around. And,
Anto's like weirdly involved with the tournament. As in, if needed, I'll throw him in as like a tournament
he'll be
player.
like a new challenger approaches.
Yeah, new challenger approaches kind of thing. That's kind of always on the table. It's his tournament. Who's going to tell him no?
Yep. Perfect.
So there's a nebulous amount of characters in the tournament.
Yeah, it's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Somewhere
style
around 10.
tournament. There's no
Yeah,
there's no
somewhere
actual
around 10,
brackets.
but also that number fluctuates.
Yep. Okay.
Say that we're actually quite accomplished Pai-Sho players by that standard, getting to this high level. But then again, I remember how we beat most.
Yeah, the last match, no one played fair last match out of us.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I pissed off a lemur enough to attack its handler.
Yep.
I
I
encased a
believe
man
the
into
Crystal
crystals.
Champion was even worse, encasing someone in crystal
Yep.
instead of actually fighting
Nearly
them.
killing them. So Quiwo says, like, I think you guys find out at breakfast, and she's gonna go look around to find the place in, like, physically.
Catch your wrist before you go. Not alone again. We do not need you ending up in the in a cell for another day. And I will
How
go
did
with you.
you? Yeah, she's. If you're saying it in front of the other, she's like, she has that expression of like, how did you know?
It is written across your face.
Yeah, she had the "you slept in a jail cell last night" look. She's like,
Your
it was
hair was
fine.
not combed yesterday morning. Not like this morning when you got up.
Yeah, her face goes beet red, and she says, "I handled it."
Wait,
And
what? Just like,
she says, "We're gonna go check things out. Bye." She pockets her hairbrush so that never happens again, and she's never caught without it. And then she goes.
new instinct, always brush my hair.
Yeah, always brush my hair as soon as I wake up. Okay. Um, did you want to talk to me about something while we're walking? I'm trying to think. I think I was going to, and I'm forgetting.
Yeah, I think Sato will, like, as we're walking, start off with, you seem a little cold toward Bao this morning. Did something happen?
Kui was quiet in they like, I'm trying to figure out how to say what I'm trying to say. And she says, Bao tried to come with me last night when I was sneaking around. Not last night, sorry, 2 nights ago. And I told him I was fine. And he believed me. He chose to trust me for the first time I can really remember in a way that felt meaningful. And I didn't even. And I got caught pretty much immediately and thrown in a jail cell. And then didn't brush my hair.
And what happened to your necklace? You are not wearing it anymore.
It's in the drawer by the bed. Uh, Nothing happened, like, between us. I just need to get it fixed. Um, when Bao found out, I may have. It's a long story. I told Pana about the plan, and I did that before checking in with Bao or anyone else. He got mad.
Bao is as unyielding as the stone he wields. When he has something in his mind, he does not let it go. Your relationship with him is very tenuous. I think it would help if you showed him that you are vulnerable.
She looks at you like, no, that's the problem. If I show him anything like that, he'll just box me in even more. I need to
No.
show him that I'm capable, that I don't need him. Because that's what he's obsessed with. He thinks I'm a.
Do you think Bao does this just out of duty? He does it because he cares for you. Show him that he is worth your caring, that it is reciprocal, that you care for him as well. Let him do his job. You are part of a team, Wewa. We all have to rely on each other. We all have to know each other's limits. I think you may not even know your own. But the others can see them. And if you pay attention, you may learn.
Roll.
That's an 8.
And what happens on an 8?
Whoops.
There we go.
Take the 10. Take the 10.
Ooh. I think I'm gonna shut you down. You get to shift my balance, which, as a player, I'm sure
If
you
we're
want.
going with the new rule, it's twice.
Which takes me straight over the edge.
What are you at right now?
If you shift my balance towards confidence, I'm at +2 confidence.
+2? Okay.
So, I think what Quiwa listens at first, but I think what gets in her head is like, oh, everyone knows my limits. None of them think I can do this. And there's this whole, like, that twists in her head of like, oh, none of them actually have faith in me. They don't think I'm capable. So I think she I think she I think she gets quiet, actually, is what she would do right now. She says she's going to, if you are pushing me towards confidence, or you could either push me towards confidence or back into my center. It's up to you. But she's gonna sort of shut down a bit and gets quiet.
I'm pushing you towards your center.
Okay. Then she's not gonna sneak off and try to sneak into the tower by herself right now. Which she was totally going to do, but if you're pushing me towards my center, that is fine.
Yeah, it makes more sense to go loyalty than confidence on that one.
Okay.
Plus, I've got you marked for loyalty in my protege thing, so.
Yep. So I think in that case, because she's not going to like try and prove herself, she still thinks that, but instead of like, I'm going to prove myself even more by doing something really dumb, she just is like, you get to choose how you feel about this, like what type of condition and things like that. But I think Quiwa is just like, well, I'm sorry I've been such a burden. And you can tell she doesn't mean that like in a way that is sarcastic, but like legitimately she wishes that she feels like a burden. And that somehow something you said made that feeling worse.
Yeah, I think Sato like realizes that didn't go the way he wanted it to, and he's just like, no, you are not a burden. It is difficult when 4 people have a common purpose, trying to figure out where everyone goes, where we all fit. Doing things on your own does not help you mesh with the others. It is all I meant. And I think we just move on into
yeah, she nods and doesn't want to talk about it anymore. You can see she doesn't quite believe you. And yeah, you can I'm inflicting condition on you, just with like that not intentionally, but yeah, you can choose how you
I'm
feel.
Taking frustrated because damn it, fucking kids don't think right.
Yeah, she's too polite to talk about it more, but she's reverted to kind of nodding along and not really believing mode right now.
All right. Well, how are we figuring out where the next where tomorrow's tournament is?
My intention was you and I literally just like look around and find. I assume they're going to be like cleaning up and putting the finishing touches on tomorrow's tournament place now. So find out where that is, and if we want to, the other two can gossip at breakfast to find out more.
M- you go first, Marissa.
I did not have anything to say right now.
Oh, I thought you were like raising your finger.
Oh no, sorry, I fiddled.
Oh, um, I would assume that the guard like schedule that I took has like where they're gonna be, right? So if we notice on days where we had like let's say the first day of the tournament, was there more guards watching the tournament, or like can we find a pattern by looking at the schedule to maybe figure out,
I
oh,
mean,
maybe
it
this
looks
is where?
like a bunch of guards take their break during the tournament. Like the guards that normally do patrols, they try
Hmm.
to schedule in the breaks when everyone's at an event. Because that's how normal scheduling for these things would work.
Hmm.
Because there's guards at the tournament area. Like there's
Yeah.
not no guards wandering around during the tournament, but that's when they're all cycling their lunch breaks and stuff
Hmm.
to maximize guards where people are as opposed to where they're not.
Okay. So it's just like the times where the tournament is, it's just there's a bunch of breaks, but no one is specifically on like tournament guard duty watching the tournament.
There are tournament guards. That's what I mean. Like the people that are there's the tournament guard crew who
Uh-huh.
do the different areas and stuff, and then there's like the normal patrol guards, right?
Okay. Hmm.
Um, Normal patrol guards that are just kind of do the everyday guarding that they didn't bring in extra for the tournament with extra people. They've been cycling like their break time when the tournament is because they have other people to take over the guard stuff.
Right. Okay.
Right, he stole those directly. That's useful. I think as we enter the breakfast hall after the other two move off, I've been kind of silent and focusing in and seeming to be thinking a lot, and I just kind of say, "Hey, I'm going to go talk to Natsu. I think. I'll catch you later." As I
Um,
try and leave you immediately.
I
Yeah.
think Bao will just stop you very shortly and go, um, so during your games, you like to do little zappy zaps, right?
It and he kind of looks a little bit abashed. It seems to be the only way I can really win.
I think Bao is just gonna like produce from a crystal pocket somewhere a bag of Pai-Sho tiles that he took from his first enemy that are all metal and go, these might help you out.
Aeon looks a little bit stunned at the gift and like, oh, uh, thanks.
It's for job well done. Yeah, you go talk to your mom? I don't know.
I mean, she's not my mom, but I mean, yeah, I'll go talk to her. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for this.
Yeah,
Yep.
my notes say Aeon's mom.
No, you're absolutely correct on that.
Aeon's
He's
mom.
not directly my mom. It's an adopted mother figure, which is why Aeon isn't agreeing with that yet. Thank you
Mhm.
very much.
I'll go do Crystal Champion things and like try and figure it out, and then he's just gonna immediately go
What,
into
go like
Macho Man
lift,
mode.
just go like lift weights in the like
How's
in
it going,
full view of
brothers?
everyone of the tournament. You just find the window with the most eyes on you, and you start lifting weights down there or something.
Yeah, I earth bend some weights and try and get people to join me to like bro out and like learn some information.
So you want to set up an earthbend jazzercise class to wheedle information out of people?
Yes.
Yeah. Um. Sure. All right. Give me a trick roll to get people, and then we can
Ooh.
assess, I guess, right? That feels like the
Um,
best order of operations.
I think I'm relying on my skills and/or training.
Which skills and training?
Yeah, please tell me which jazzercise instructor background you took.
My earthbending.
You're teaching them earthbending exercise without the earthbending part?
Yes.
So they have a bucket of sand they gotta punch?
Yeah, they gotta like lift, and we're lifting buckets of sand, and it's teaching you to keep a wide stance, which you need in earthbending.
Alright,
Does that work?
I guess skills and training, and we'll just
Yes.
forego the assess roll, but you'll get a question that's relevant, and yeah, we'll figure some stuff out. Yeah, let's do that's a full
Yay!
hit.
Jesus.
That's
Wow.
a 15. Okay, I guess you get 2 questions.
Um, two general questions.
I mean, you can ask me, the game master, 2 questions that Bao would have learned.
Mhm.
I think makes the most sense because that was the more of the goal, like gossip
Right.
answers.
I guess. I mean, the first question would be, "Where's the next? Is it tomorrow's battlefield or
Tomorrow's
today's?"
earthbending to break
Mhm.
out.
Yeah, like where is tomorrow's game gonna be held? I assume like maybe some guards come in for the Earthbender Jazzercise. Oh.
You're muted suddenly, Indigo. Oh, technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. I should really make a technical difficulties thing on OBS.
I
I had one, but I deleted it.
Yeah.
I remember it. Still don't hear anything yet. Try it. Huh.
Like your squares lighting up, but we're not hearing anything.
Try just leaving and re-entering Discord then. If the square's lighting up, then it might be a Discord issue, not a mic issue.
Oh, I heard
There was
something.
something.
Yeah?
Okay. Maybe it's switched to the wrong mic. But
It might have switched to the wrong mic. Nope.
Nothing yet. I
No.
still would recommend trying leaving and rejoining. Perfect. Cameras will be messed up for a second.
I jazzercised too hard.
Yeah.
I broke the 5, 6, 7, 8.
Cool.
Well,
So while we wait, when we finish this this session and the next 2 sessions of Avatar, we'll be moving on to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, running an adventure of that for who knows how long for sure. We have stuff pretty much ready to go for that, I think, now. In the past week, we have pretty much gotten everything ready.
yeah,
Pouring over the sacred tomes.
since I'm
Yeah.
playing the weak boy, I already made my second character.
I saw.
It's not a bad idea.
We're playing in a different campaign and just rolling randomly for stats. The first time I made a character, I managed 1 HP and made
Yep.
it through the entire
OSR
session.
game.
The second time, I got to remake the character again.
At
so
level
I was
2,
at
because we
second level.
got to the next thing.
I rolled 2 HP.
As in
made
2
it
hit
through the
dice,
entire thing.
1 HP each.
Nice.
I intend to be the oldest living.
I'll
Like,
show you how I
civilian?
survived.
character out there.
That does not bode well for when our Friday group eventually does start with that number, because I rolled 1 HP for my psychic.
No, that does bode well because she survived every time.
I survived twice.
Right, but
Does this work?
I am a lot more of an. Oh yeah,
Can we hear me?
You're coming through.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm a lot more of
I
an
don't know what
aggressive
happened.
player.
That's fair.
Admittedly, I am winning and surviving by standing 30 feet back.
Standing
Go
at the back
out,
and shooting
do
arrows.
whatever move.
And
You
we've
see, I'm the healer, so I can't do that yet.
I just specifically remember Jordan in a Stars Without Number game jumping out an airlock with no plan at all.
Yep.
I
Telekinesis
had a plan.
is
I
broken.
brought my psychic friends with me. That was
Yeah,
the
you had a psychic squad. And you just like airdropped yourself through space with a field
God, that was
of air
amazing.
around you. It was so much effort, but you had that much to use.
Yeah, I had like 8 effort or something ridiculous because I was 18 con.
Yep. Anyways, we can hear you again.
Well, he did it deafen, so
So he can't hear us.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that was on purpose.
Looks like he's still working on stuff, so I assume so. Okay, there we go. We suddenly can't hear you again. We
Nope.
heard you when you first
Yep.
joined, but then
Oh,
now we can hear you.
There it goes.
okay.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
don't know what's
it was
going
just
on.
delayed for a bit, but no, there's no actual delay. We're good.
I might need to buy a new mic. That might be what it is.
Oh,
Now you sound fine. So
Yeah.
I have the snowball,
I don't know.
but
So
Might be the cord.
I
I might
believe
find a
the
cord.
first
That might be a good fix.
I believe the first assess the situation question was asked.
yeah. Where's tomorrow's battle being held?
Yeah. Well, obviously the finale is going to be in the volcano. Like we all know this.
But this wouldn't be
Day
the finale
5.
match, would it?
Yeah.
It'd be the semifinal.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
the penultimate match.
Yeah.
Is
The
that
final
good- is-
match is obviously
is the-
going to be the volcano. I don't know where the semifinal is, but I'm open to suggestions for the semifinal.
Well, there's that
Um,
platform like up between the towers that we described in like the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A rooftop
there.
kind of platform. It does seem to be the next one because the first one was in the garden. Then we went to the dungeon. Then today's is going to be in the castle, and then the semifinal is going to be on top of the castle, and the final is going to be in the mouth of the volcano.
Excellent.
We're
So
ascending as the tournament goes on.
so the semifinal is across that like bridge thing. Was that a yes?
No.
We
You
lost
suddenly
you
can't say
suddenly
no.
again.
No.
It might be a sound gate issue. Like, can you talk super loudly for a sec? No, it
Nope.
just died again. Huh.
Technical.
You're deafened
now-
right
now
now,
you
which
deafened
means
yourself.
we can't hear you either. It's on Discord. You're deafened.
He can't hear us, so
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Can you hear us now? We cannot hear you. Something is. I think it might be a connection issue. If he's not intentionally, if you're not deafening yourself with a click, it must be deafened because it doesn't sense even a headset. Is my guess. Huh. Well, do we want to take an early break here?
Sure.
This seems like a good
that sounds like a good idea. Yeah.
Is that good with you, Indigo? Oh, we figure this out?
yeah,
Deafened.
Oh, right. Okay. We will be back in a short bit while we figure this out. Okay, we are back with a longer part 2 of episode 3 of Avatar Legends Book 3. So technical difficulties have been fixed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean,
There's no technical difficulties in bossing Sane.
Yeah. Everything's working according to plan.
Of
This was
course.
in the script. Yeah.
That's all fine down here. How are you?
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, the semi-final tournament grounds are going to be on the roof of the castle. You learned this from a guard during your jazzercise class.
I think I have one more question.
You have another question.
What should that last question be? I'm open to the group.
And you have to be able to learn it at jazzercise.
Yes.
Finding out where Honto is would probably be a good idea. Like where is his quarters
or
or
what the upper security is. I mean, this is Honto's tech thing. I can't imagine that he just has straight up plain normal cards.
cyber ninjas.
Yeah, I guess where
We don't have cyber yet. They might be Steam ninjas though.
Where's our mysterious tournament organizer? Oh yeah.
Now it would be too silly for Honto to be in the jazzercise class.
He's like, I'm
sadly
here,
would
it's
be.
me.
Yeah.
That would be a bit silly. But I do think you find him within your eye line. He's watching the jazzercise class from one of the windows. That's where Honto is. There's suspicion.
His office is in that window, or would you?
No, he's just like in a hallway looking down. There's suspicion about the interruption to the tournament. It's not his precious little plan. There is not a scheduled jazzercise class today. Doesn't tick the danger
interrupting
meter.
the tournament.
Yeah, you rolled big, so it doesn't tick the danger meter. But yeah, he's suspicious of this jazzercise class. That's where he's at.
The jazzercise class.
He wants everyone to do his activities. His island, his party.
He didn't have anything scheduled in this time slot. The Crystal Champion took advantage.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So Aeon,
It's
during
contagious.
jazzercise, what are you doing?
So while jazzercise is going on, I kind of scope out the breakfast hall for Natsu. And I think I find her just at a table having breakfast and kind of pull up a chair next to her and lean in close. And like, I want to talk to you about some stuff. Can I?
I mean, yes, she will talk to you about it. She says something affirmative and grabs, just to reaffirm we have a silly conveyor belt breakfast system in this one. So she does grab some French toast off of the conveyor belt as it goes by.
All right. So I think Aeon starts off like doing this pretty quiet and heads together and let's plan secretively in the most obviously, look, those two people are planning a secret way possible. And he is like, well, we talked to the group and I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to tell you about things, but I'd really like to need your help with this plan. You know, the thing that we were telling you about. So we've got a plan to get Sato's son back. But I'm kind of worried about how we're going to get away, and I need your help, but I don't want you to get into too much trouble because I know you're not leaving with us. So, if you have some time, could you make something for us so that we can walk on ceilings? Gotta love breaking the GM.
She doesn't have like a workshop or anything to build you spider climb boots.
Yeah, but you made that and this stuff, and I mean, I've got all the parts of my fridge. I know this is something that you do.
Okay, what parts do you have of a fridge?
When you first introduced us to our room, you said there was a mini fridge. I immediately said I went and
Oh, you cooked right. I did say there's a mini fridge. So you have copper pipe. You have copper pipe is the main component of a fridge.
I mean, if we find something really sticky, grab syrup from the conveyor belt.
The syrup.
Yeah, yeah, you have squirrel honey or something. Like,
Mhm.
Squirrel bee honey.
yeah,
Or maybe if the ceilings are,
it's peanut butter.
close
Squirrel bee
enough,
honey is peanut butter.
like put our arms to either side and walk along like that.
You want metal spikes to stab into the wall?
Look, my creativity is my lowest stat.
And you're the inventor. Wait. We decided to have.
I
What's
mean, I
your
get
creativity?
0.
The 0 creativity and the -1 creativity be the distraction.
I mean, yeah, I guess pythons might work.
So, what I'm
I've
getting at is you're pleading for help with this. Just so we have a mechanic to go off of, like a roll number
Mhm.
to go off of for how well her figuring this out goes.
I've definitely got more here, but let's roll a plead. Do do do. Apparently,
And you switch
sweet.
to that.
Act now and do their best until the situation
There we
changes.
go.
All right. So she is gonna take your copper pipe, including the like primitive condenser, and yeah, it's gonna be a piton based zipline gun dealio. Where
A spike launcher kind of thing.
yeah, it shoots 2 spikes in opposite directions and strings a line between them, and you can like either crawl or slide or something.
Given what we know about the tower, that's probably way more useful than what I was asking for. So,
Yep.
Well,
yeah,
you both succeeded a roll and provided materials.
awesome.
I think that's a relevant thing that you had something to like give towards the project because that was the main hurdle is that she doesn't have stuff that's not part of her like Pai-Sho kit.
Yeah, fair
Mhm.
enough. So I kind of continue and I'm like, thanks so much for doing this for me. I mean, I could maybe do something, but I don't really have time. I've got so much to do and get ready for, and I don't know. I'm not really sure that I'm good enough to actually do it. I've got to distract a whole bunch of people and make sure that they're paying attention to me and not to, well, or the things that I've done, I guess, and not other people. But I don't know. Can I even really do that? Like, my group doesn't trust me. I'm on strike too, and they keep assigning me babysitters. I'm getting louder and louder.
Yeah, but you do notice when you notice yourself getting louder, and you do see people are actually filtering out of the breakfast room, and you can hear from the window the like, I don't know, Crystal Champion. What song does everyone sing? And then the Mulan-esque workout routine
Um,
going on
um,
because we hear
it's
that through the window.
it's definitely like push it to the limit.
Yeah, as the jazzercise class is going on, you do hear the sounds of that from the window outside, emphasizing someone else is from your group is successfully distracting these people, while you complain that I don't think I can distract them.
It's like, what if they're right? What if I can't? It's because I can't do it. I'm on strike too because I'm just not good. I keep messing up, and they keep having to save me from my mistakes. And like that last Pai-Sho, I won it. But then Bao said that I only won because he had to cheat for me, and I didn't actually do it myself. And I thought I did it myself. And they're all benders, and it's like they're so much more capable than me, and they can do these amazing things. And now I don't even have the suit. I don't even know why they keep me around.
She gives you a quizzitive eyebrow about the suit.
Oh, yeah.
The suit?
So I think I can't remember. So remember when I got taken away from our village and they put us in prison? Well, there was this really awesome inventor guy there. Actually, he's the creator of this tournament. His name is Honto, and he made this really awesome robot suit. And I
Now
kind
that
of
you're
learned,
thinking about that, some of these guards might also have robot suits to beat you up with.
and like he made these awesome things, and I learned how to pilot it. And ever since I came to this island, I've finally in the Fire Nation, and all I want to do is talk to these awesome people like Lieutenant Kai and Honto who made that thing. But my friends are just like, no, this isn't the things that you should do. You're supposed to be quiet and not people. But if I could talk to them, maybe I could talk to them about how much the Fire Nation could help people and how war is maybe not the right way to do it. And it's just really hard.
Yeah. I feel like
Sorry,
Natsu's one
I
of
didn't
those
mean to tell you all that.
char-
I guess it's just a bit. A lot.
Yeah. I feel like Natsu's one of those characters that's not super like gung-ho anti-Fire Nation, but also she's not like approving of it. She just
As
kind
far
of
as I know,
lives
she's
there.
not anti-Fire Nation at all, yeah.
Yeah, she just kind of lives there. So it's just generally comforting to you, but doesn't have any deep, insightful wisdom about how to fix your dilemma about living in a nation that is doing horrible things. Like, she doesn't have any good things for that. She doesn't know how to fix it because these things also stress her out. It's like, I'm not gonna move. I've lived there forever. That's weird to have to move. But also, I don't support the wiping out of the Air Nation.
I mean, I didn't even think that was a real thing, but my friends are really sure it is, so... I don't know, I guess...
She's been around enough in the Fire Nation to know those sentiments grew and grew for a while. Like, being a bit older, like in a nation like that, you would have the perspective that, like, I saw what it was before some of these kind of like extremist ideals picked up.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I saw the Air Nation come by the Fire Nation and like do trade and nomad stuff, and it's like, and now they don't come by because we took it. Like, she has the lived experience to know that, like, nope, something's changed. So there's rumors that while the propaganda may be against it, she has a better understanding of.
But yeah, I guess... Thanks for listening. I guess I just needed to talk to someone who wasn't connected to everyone about this kind of stuff. Thanks.
Yeah. Do you think that affects your balance?
Not unless she's pushing me one way or another. I, in part, did it so that anyone else who might be listening could hear some of the sentiments being expressed.
So you're hoping that there is
Maybe a slightly older player character adult figure nearby who can overhear Aeon's troubles.
Well, not necessarily player character. The Marissa is hoping that one of the named NPCs might be around. Aeon, nothing of the sort. How dare you suggest such a thing?
Wolf Baby didn't gain access to this room.
I don't think it's Wolf
Are
Baby.
the only ones who are in the tournament, which we have established at least one of them is.
So you want who would you who would be ideal for you to have in the room, and who would be unideal for you to have in the room, and then we're gonna make a roll about it.
I'm guessing one.
Marissa's answer.
Yes, we're asking for Marissa's answer.
Absolutely. Ideal, Lieutenant Kai.
Okay.
Unideal.
Honto? That sounds like a thing.
Well, we
I
know
don't think
Honto's
he's on
watching the
same
Jazzercise.
place as this.
That's
I would say
true.
unideal would be Honto, but... Or potentially one of the group themselves overhearing it, like one of you other three PCs would probably be the least ideal.
Stoneface. The
It's
mysterious
always
Stoneface.
Yeah, there we go.
Unideal would be the mob.
Yeah, just
That's possible.
Just do a flat roll.
Sure. 2D. Okay. 5.
That's a 5. It's not what you want. Lieutenant Kai is not there. When you do look around, it is just an empty. It's an empty like dining hall. Like, everyone else has kind of left. There's some excitement going on. Breakfast time's wrapping up. You just kind of look around, hoping that like someone wants to like talk to you more. Try to, because like the goal is you're trying to slip into some
I think
some
Once
deeper
I finish
conversation.
this
with someone.
conversation, because Aeon's goal wasn't for someone to overhear him, Aeon
Yeah.
kind of finishes the conversation up and is like, right, I have way too much to do. I need to go and find something to make a distraction with. Thanks for your help. And
Yeah,
he's gonna
and she's
go
like,
wander
I'll
around.
start
Do
on your ceiling travel device. Oh, I forgot, Aeon has a +1 to travel by ceiling.
Yes, he does. Thank you very much. But yeah, he'll just kind of go and try and find with the previous roles of where can I find access tunnels, where are different things, I'm probably looking for what can I actually use here to sabotage now again, and kind of looking into it that second time to find those control panels. I don't know if it needs a second roll for it, considering I'm working off of stuff I've done before.
Oh yeah, no, I actually like Zen's solution there. Yes, Dama is there. You don't notice him. Doesn't he just? And Dama's more just like rolling his eyes about the fact that you had to cheat at Pai-Sho to beat these
Yeah.
jumps. Like no one's really bringing their A game.
Look, I
feel
tried
those
to learn
theatrics
everything
going
I could
on?
from you, but it wasn't enough. You
Shred?
might be a great Pai-Sho
Did anyone
teacher.
really expect Shred to be a viable contender?
Look, you're a great Pai-Sho master, but you are not a very good teacher. I learned everything I have to you, so my showing is really just a reflection back on Dama.
Well, it's because you're not letting the spirits act through you. It's not. You're not in harmony with the world.
I mean, you're really not wrong about that. Says the person with the highest harmony stat.
Yep.
I like
Yeah.
to imagine as soon as you leave, Bao comes in like, "Oh, Aeon, what? What?" Trying to tell you like he found out where to sabotage.
Yeah. I think both the breakfast conversation and the jazzercise class end at around similar times. I'm assuming Aeon did some walking and sneaking to fluff out that time period. Looking at
Yeah.
corridors, you were saying?
I've already looked at the corridors. I know where those panels are from previous rolls. So I'm just doing some tinkering to pre-set up again, sabotage as needed later.
Cool.
Yes, now's your sabotage time that you can refer back to when you make the roll.
Yep.
Yes. So yeah, we get the pairings for today's tournament. I think
Are
it's
we
the next
flashing?
order of business.
Have the other two done anything before breakfast?
I don't think we need
Oh,
to
we did
necessarily. We
do-
were going to walk around and find the place, but you guys already found the information, so I think we either like confirm it. We had a conversation already. Zen, is there anything that you want to do?
No.
Okay.
I want
So I'm guessing
to
we just
win at
confirm it.
Pai-Sho and kick some mobster ass if we have to or something. Whatever's.
will cheer. Quiwa will.
Yeah, we're not doing the full Pai-Sho battle. It's resolved by a roll. So I'm figuring out the pairings, and then we are going to. Yeah, we have limited people, so Yapana does get paired up with y'all
Yeah,
again.
we're gonna start, or two of us get paired up with each other. But I don't think we should do that yet because that will take longer. I would, if it's a PvP.
Well, I think
thing,
it's just
I
we're
would
rolling
like to do
2d6 plus
exactly.
whatever.
So we'll, if there is ever one player versus another player, I'm more interested in actually seeing that as a 1v1 combat system thing.
Yeah, totally. I do think it's more interesting though if Aeon does get paired with Lieutenant Kai. So
Oh yes.
I ran out of people, and I didn't want to put Aeon against the mob again, so I'm gonna have Dama crush the mob.
Perfect.
Oh, I also
Dama takes out the last of the mobsters.
But I do think that is the right payoff for.
Absolutely.
Yeah, to like have that sub conversation mid Pai-Sho match for Aeon's plot arc. I don't actually know where this is going, but to have that ability to have that battle conversation.
Blow up or go well? Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? We'll find out together. Yeah. So we get our pairings. The Crystal Champion is up against Pana. Narasu is up against the masked Pai-Sho player. Aeon is up, or Aeon backwards is up against Lieutenant Kai, and Kui was not participating because she lost.
Kui was cheering, though in her usual reserved way of golf clapping.
Yeah, you can be on the mezzanine, totally. Are we doing anything after the pairings? Are we assassinating anyone?
I would like to kill Pana. But no, I'm just kidding.
Are we poisoning anyone just based on last time? Are we electrocuting them thoroughly ahead of time?
Aeon is focused and not on the Pai-Sho matches. He is trying very hard to do whatever he can for the sabotage effect. It's like, good, showed up for match, leaves right away to keep working.
Yeah, I don't think Sato even cares if he wins or not.
Cool.
So he's just gonna play the match.
Yeah. I think Bao is going to like go up to Pana and like as the Crystal Champion pretend to like intimidate them, but it's more like going like, hey, we're gonna talk during the match about the plan. It's me, by the way. Like
Cool.
Like, all the people still in this are in on the plan.
Yep.
Almost, or it's almost everyone's still in on it in the plan because you've been conspiring to keep those people in the game.
We have been.
So there's a larger than normal percentage of them at this point.
yeah, well, who does Natsu play?
Oh, filler.
Natsu has a bye ground. So
Yeah, pretty much. It's a filler, something like that. It doesn't matter. She's not there.
I
but
would
not
like
out of
to
the tournament.
say it's a Kyoshi Warrior because I've had that hang around my head forever.
Ooh, you're right. Yeah,
It-
Natsu's gonna play a Kyoshi
Oh.
Warrior, and we'll make someone roll about it to see how that goes.
Dang, if Bao came up against the Kyoshi Warrior, he would just immediately fall in love and like run away.
Yeah, but I think today's match is in some sort of like ballroom. It is on not nausea-inducing, but it is on waltzing pedestals that are on tracks across the floor
Yeah.
for no
Really
reason besides we had money to burn on today's episode's animation budget.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no screaming prisoners this time, but there is some like seats up on like kind of opera seating that are kind of filling out with guards, people that have been removed from the tournament. You do see the wrestler guy from episode 1 and like double casts sitting up on
Full body
there.
cast.
Yeah, and you do see it wasn't. It was Battle
Shred.
Shred, yeah. We also see Shred grievously wounded as well up there as well. Like he still has some like pieces of crystal stuck to him.
And the wolf baby is right next to him, licking the crystals.
Yeah, it's a horrifying scene. Yeah, all of your victims are up there.
Perfect.
And Kui was up there with them, and
Sitting in the center of the mob.
yeah,
of course.
a bunch of mobsters. But anyway, so yeah, we'll just go person to person, and if we have a little scene to do about it, we'll do the little scene and do the one roll to decide who wins.
All right.
Cool. So I think Aeon's going to be last because you have
All
the
right.
most important character. I think we're going to start with Sato, and I mean the game starts. Do we have any like intro? The person doesn't say anything right away. But she does have like, matching mask and reddish. Not so much a cat suit, but leaning ninja more than dress.
Hmm. No, I think at this point Sato is just there to perform the function. So he's just shows up standing very stiffly. And yeah, just nods to her, doesn't say a word, just starts playing.
So like during y'all's game, she does make some like feeling out small talky questions, and she's dropping hints, trying to see if you have any reaction to like discussion of the word flash fire. I think that's the
Or
group.
backfire.
Either
Yeah.
backfire or flash fire, either way.
One of
Yeah.
those. The one that we have mentioned before.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we went with Backfire as the name for it.
Yep.
Yeah. A group you are vaguely connected to, so your disguise is not as functional, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think at that point, like, she mentions it right as Sato's like placing a piece, and he like drops it and hurries to pick it up and place it in the correct spot. He looks up and says, "I am passingly familiar with these people."
Yeah, and then a few more rounds and like a couple more kind of innuendo style sentences. I did not write a full script for the little bit. But yeah, you using vaguely coded language, but not like a strict like code, but just something that if you don't realize who Backfire is and you don't realize the kind of stuff they do, you wouldn't have picked up on it.
Yeah.
If that makes
Yeah.
sense. Anyway, hints are dropped about because this person has recognized you a little bit. Hints are dropped about an ongoing Backfire plot. And you were advised to be in a lower portion of the castle this evening.
That sounds like they're doing a distraction for us, potentially.
Hmm. Well, I'm going to.
And
I'm gonna.
depending on how you say to that, there's going to be a follow up.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably play into it and try to get as much information as I can. I mean, I can roll assess if you want to short form the conversation that way.
We can roll assess to see what you can learn about Backfire's plan, but there is a subplot that you are being clued in on here.
Okay, well, that's a 10.
That's a 10. All right, you rolled all the things.
Well, if there's a plot, I mean, the obvious question is, what should I be on the lookout for?
What should you be on the lookout for?
Yeah, in regards to the plot itself.
The massive fireball.
That's very on
Okay.
brand.
Don't want to be in the radius of that.
Fair enough. Now I have a +1 to not be.
Yep.
And if I can ask another question off of the list, who is this person? Like, can I feel them out enough to figure out who they are?
Yeah. It's Quiwa's friend, Pai. The THI friend that Quiwa has.
Yep.
Do we have more information about this person?
You would know the basics, I think, even from when we were in prison. Childhood friend, went to prison with us. She's always been, at least when Quiwa knew her, which now it's been a bit, the one who was always egging Quiwa to act out a bit more. She was the partier. At least that's what it seemed like at the time. It's when Quiwa knew her, it felt like she was like falling in with the bad crowd, but it turns out that wasn't just a gang of delinquents that was, it turns out, like rebel terrorists, basically. Um, that said, I think that she and Quiwa didn't have so much of a falling out directly. I think Quiwa still respects her, but that is no. I think they had a bit of a falling out, and then a pseudo reparation when they broke out of the prison. Basically, Quiwa initially was like, "It's your fault I'm in prison," and then after they broke out, they kind of like worked together to break out at the time to a degree. Before then, she went with like the team of Backfire that broke out with her. Yes.
Is this the Earthbender?
I don't think. Yes, she is an Earthbender, I believe.
Okay.
She was the one who would tunnel into my room. And yeah, Quiwa has obviously changed a lot since then. But when they last parted, it was very much a like, we have disagreements about the path that we will walk, but also, I don't hate you like I used to. The Fire Nation is evil, not you. So, it's complicated.
Okay.
The fact that you are vaguely connected is how you're being clued in
Mhm.
to this plan.
Yeah.
In that exchange, I'm going to ask directly if she needs to advance for her plan to come to fruition.
Not after tonight.
So just
Okay,
like
then
she will need to advance for this game.
Well, no, because it doesn't check in until the morning.
Oh,
I think
you're
she's
right.
saying the
Okay.
plan's happening tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. I see.
You are not part of the planning of the action she is taking part in, but you're being told so you don't die during it.
fair enough.
We could use their plan as our plan.
Maybe. I'm
Maybe.
adding a wrinkle.
Mhm.
You
Yep.
seem to be going well on your plan, so I need the proper response is now.
Of course.
There's a wrinkle happening.
I fully agree.
To adapt.
And skills and training is what? Focus?
I believe so.
Right?
Yes, skills and training is focus.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
we
going
could use
to-
their plan as our plan, but they said stay away from the top floors, and the top floors is where the kid is stored.
Yeah.
So
I'm surprised we didn't ask what the plan was, but
That wasn't
I'd
on the
assume-
question. It's fine.
I'd assume we do that tonight when we go to the basement.
okay.
All right. So I'm going to try to beat her then, because
Okay.
that's a 7.
That's a 7. That's a hit.
So I do beat her, but something else happens.
But something else happens. Yeah. It doesn't really impact.
I mean, maybe the
suspicious.
we weren't speaking in code as much as we thought, and the danger track ticks.
That
like
I think
that.
that is the best response because it's not. She's not going to be upset that you beat her. But I think the code. I think you're pressing with all the questions was a little bit suspicious. Multi-sided, choose side, and ding. Oh, I think it's the fact that you're clued in on the fire. I don't even think that's you ever heard. I think it's the fact you were clued in on a fireball-based plan means the general danger of the situation has risen.
Oh yeah, it's less that they're looking at us and more like, oh, they're all raised in general.
Yeah, it's really this tick was there all along,
Just
and
invisible.
you just got clued in to that. Oh, fireball coming.
Yep. Okay.
And I mean, again, the kid is currently in the path of said fireball, so
Yeah.
Well, he's in the tower. I mean, if they do it in the main castle, it'll be fine.
Unless it falls. This is the one
Depends
tower
on how
that
big
is
of a fireball they're making.
true.
You were told to be on the lower levels. That's what you
Astrologically,
know.
are there any events happening currently that we might?
Well, you do know that the Honto also lives in that tower.
Yeah, that
You
if
know that.
they're targeting him, they're
specifically target that.
And just going out on a limb here, she was in Honto's prison with you, right?
she was
Yep.
in Honto's
Yeah.
prison with us. and therefore knew of them like robot development and stuff like that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this is perhaps a bigger deal than I originally thought. I was just like, oh, cool. They're going to,
Cause our
an
destruction.
explosion. Yeah, an explosion's going to happen and it'll take all the heat off of us onto the people that
No.
caused an explosion.
Unfortunately, it's not that simple.
All right. Well, yeah. Who's up next? Is it
Who's
Bows?
next?
I think
I
me.
think it's the Crystal Champion in Pana.
hmm Typical. Now, Bao's leaning into the heel role that he was given after breaking 2 men, so he's leaning more into that, but also going like conversing with Pana about like the plan and
Yeah.
being like, okay, what can you bring to the table, essentially, or can you get us? I think Bao wants to try and get Pana to help us get off the island
You're
because
trying to get
Pana's a
Pana to
waterbender,
organize
right?
an exit, right?
Yeah.
A backup exit if the other one doesn't work out.
What's
Mhm.
the main exit plan? The main exit plan is your surfer friend picking you up. Well, we haven't actually interacted with the surfer friend.
Yeah. I think that's
Um,
like we just said
Getting
he's
Pana
gonna pick
to
us up.
maybe
He's
get Pana
around.
to actually tell the surfer so that there's less suspicion.
Well, I
Mhm.
mean, last we talked about exit. Your ride pickup is at end of day 5.
I think maybe have Pana have us
Right.
have a more immediate exit so we can
That might
sneak
be
out
good.
earlier.
That
Yeah.
might be good.
Mhm.
Pana is willing to help. We have made rolls to confirm that already, right?
hmm
Is Pana an actual waterbender?
Yes,
Yeah.
Or
I
was he
think
just
so.
water tribe? Okay.
Pana
he
is
was
the
the waterbender.
waterbender.
He's the
Yeah,
one that
he was the
healed
bodyguard, and he is trained in healing as well.
Okay.
because forget those northern water tribes separations.
Do you want him to figure out some sort of exit strategy for you?
Yeah, because
To
we are
organize
on
a
an
boat?
island with water.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
are waterbender. Make water go away.
I think the best you can get Pana to do is for him to, under the cover of night, like ice run or something, and let your ride know you need a pickup sooner. That's
Okay,
probably
yeah.
the best option, really. That's the one that makes the most sense because he's not like a super waterbender to make you an ice barge. It
Mhm.
also can't summon a boat.
Yeah.
But that is like the most practical thing I can think of. He has
Mhm.
more mobility on the water. He can probably get out there by himself and
Yeah.
inform them of a pickup.
So Pana, I need you to lose this Pai-Sho match so you could go do that.
Pretty much.
I also
Oh,
need to
it's
steal your
crazy.
tiles, but I'll give them back.
Yeah. Does a plead make sense for this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do a plead. This will also. Failure doesn't mean he's not going to help. Failure means that he helps bad.
That's fair.
All right.
Plead is harmony. Ugh. Harmony's a
I mean,
1.
or you could use. You can't use self-reliance because you're asking for help. You could use
No.
trust.
No. All right. Well,
I mean, you can call him out to his principle if we knew it.
I don't. Yeah, we don't. I don't think we
I
know
don't think
it.
we found out last campaign.
Yeah. You don't know his principle. You have
His
to fight him
principle
to
probably
find
has
that out.
something to do with Pai-Sho, which
You
I
have to
don't want him to call on it Pai-Sho.
You have to fight him to find it out. And, like, I'm sorry, that's the only mechanic.
It's the only
through
way I know
fight.
what you believe in. I gotta
You
fight
can only learn a person's true
Very
soul by
anime.
punching them repeatedly.
And I guess you never fought him, yeah.
Yep.
No. Plead. Can I get
Yep.
some help?
Yeah, we have help.
Quiwa can help.
And also, how is Quiwa helping?
So I was actually waiting for this. The first person needed help. Quiwa, with someone, but I hadn't decided who. Before this round of the tournament started, she like went over since she prepped strategies for them instead of for herself this time.
So after the walk, you went back to your room, studied Pai-Sho, and wrote down some notes?
Well, she does that every time. It's just that now she's not in the tournament.
This isn't for me to win Pai-Sho. This is for me to convince Pana to do something. So maybe
okay, then I
the
tell you,
help
like...
doesn't happen right now. Maybe it's after the match you go to Pana.
You know that you brought Pana in.
Yeah. So without intervention, what it's looking like now, that tonight, Pana's gonna run off and try to contact your boat to get them to pick you up. The complication is Pana does not do this stealthily.
Subtly. Yeah.
Yeah. Pana gets seen from the cannonball range or something, and your help is more of a hazard than anything.
So I think Quiwa is helping by it's not so much changing his mind or anything. She's passing on like a tip of like, here, if you wanted to sneak in, maybe we just pass on like a copy of the guard schedule or something so he can avoid them more easily. Or something like that. We pass on a tip to avoid that.
That seems fair and reasonable. You do need to mark the thing for it.
I have marked fatigue. It was at 0 because we rested last night. But
yeah.
And then if I click this, it'll send details to chat. There we go.
All right.
7 to 9, they need something more. So yeah, the extra need. So the guard schedule gets it to be possible.
Yeah.
The need is someone has to tonight go with him to get him like off the island.
To get him partway there and to do it. Okay.
Yeah, to get them partway there. Someone has to sacrifice their evening tonight when a lot of other stuff is happening. Not their whole
It might not be their
evening.
whole evening, but they have to like get him started, get the ball rolling.
Someone has to like take time to get him started in this otherwise very busy evening.
That
so
sounds
one
like
of us won't be there when it explodes, so who wants to be safe?
That sounds like someone on Team Distraction, I think.
I guess if this is a conversation happening during the match,
This
Bao
is
will just
during
be
the
like,
match.
I'll
This
go
is
with you.
combat talk.
Yeah, Bao will be the one who goes.
All right.
Okay.
And then I checkmate him and
Yep.
win.
That's like you say that as you move the final tile.
Yeah. And then I got the big like, oh yeah, you think you could beat the Crystal Champion? And then I take his Pai-Sho tiles, but I go, I'll give them back when we send you off.
Oh, and he does get flung off the thing. It is
very lightly flung off the thing.
He's not like
he takes a
injured
dive.
like the rest of theirs, but to continue the bit, he does get launched off the waltzing platform.
I think Bao launches him off to like keep his cover, but like into like a very nice fluffy like the cake table or whatever in this like ballroom.
Yeah, you make a mess, but he's not hurt.
My hors d'oeuvres. They were largely cabbage based.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Stickers.
So yeah, and then we get Aeon and Lieutenant Kai.
And as before, with a couple of things, Aeon's been a little bit distracted. He did not actually notice who his opponent was when it was the announcement ceremony. But as he kind of comes toward the platform and realizes, so he's kind of peeking out from underneath his hat and first recognizes who this is, and his face kind of lights up and he smiles and does like a little wave under the sleeve, kind of subtly as best he can, because subtle is his middle name. And he's just very, very happy to see Lieutenant Kai, and I would very much like to know what Lieutenant Kai is doing in reaction to that.
Yeah, he definitely recognizes you, and unless you do a thing, he is like picking his hand up for a signal.
His signal. Oh, that's helpful.
Like you would surreptitiously send to a guard to arrest this person. Yeah.
I think what the thing I'm going to do is tell him, thanks for keeping your word and not coming after us. I was really hoping to be able to catch up with you. So I guess call him out to his principal and keep his promise.
Yeah, What was his print? Did we figure out his principle?
We figured out that he was really, really here for basically to prove that non-benders could do it,
Yeah.
win, and be the best.
Yes, that is calling him out to his principle. Is there a roll about that?
Yeah, call someone out.
Yeah, there is.
Yes.
Okay.
Shift your balance away from center. Roll with their principle.
I knew that. I just forgot exactly which roll it was because I know there's one for PCs and one for NPCs.
Yeah.
I still have a thing from the ID list that could make that an auto roll 10, but I feel like it's more fun to say for later. I don't know if there's going to be a more important roll later with this, though. Yeah,
Well,
I'll pull that out.
this
Pardon?
seems like a good place to use it, just to level with
Yeah.
you.
I'll pull that out for
Because
here, so long as that means that he's not going to immediately turn us in at any points.
yeah, that's what that would mean. That there has to be another encounter with him where he'd turn you in. It's just it saves you from this scene.
Yeah.
Him immediately turning you in, being like, well, let's just. It piques his curiosity to like what succeeding the call him out rule would do. Would pique his curiosity, be like another non-bender participating in this event. Like, let's see what you got, kid, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, call out to live up their principles as if I've rolled a 10 plus, and I no longer have that his name on my listing. Right. So yeah, Aeon is kind of like, so how, thanks for keeping your word, not coming after us. Like, how have things been going for you? Have you had any luck for yourself?
Things have not been well in Hanto's army. If you remember correctly, they did get in trouble with the Navy. A whole town burned down, and they keep losing troops in the woods. Like, things have not been well as a member of this army. This event is kind of like a face-saving event.
Yeah. It's Honto reinforcing the connections that he has in order to stop more fallout from the failures.
I mean, that kind of...
You
that
know
really
that. That's not like the whole... He doesn't straight out say, like, oh, all of these things.
Yeah.
But you know that, like, we've been making his life hell, and...
I mean, maybe that's a sign that you guys could be, doing some more good stuff without the war. Just saying, might be a good idea. But more
something about
accurately, I'm not really asking about the army. I was asking, how are you? Are you moving up in the ranks?
He's already
Sergeant
How are
Lieutenant Kai.
things? Yeah.
He's already
good with
right-hand
old
man to the... He's already the right-hand man to the evil scientist. Like, there isn't an up. Like, you think Hanto's gonna
If Honto
let
goes
Kai...
up, then Kai goes up. But other than
properly
that,
recognized.
Yeah, well, at this point, I feel like Kai goes up if Hanto goes down.
oh yeah.
Like,
Well,
that's really the only career trajectory Kai has at this point. Because because of Hanto's failures, he can't really gain military prestige.
is he looking to take out his boss? Do I get that?
Not that you don't know. You're not getting from this. No, you do not get the. You do not have access to the vibes and how he feels about assassinating his boss. He's not being that transparent in this whole thing. That'd be a bit too easy.
Does Aeon realize that might be a lever, though?
Aeon realizes there is definitely tension around Lieutenant Kai and his boss, and this event is the main source of that tension at the moment. Because it is definitely like, we got bigger things to work on. You know they have bigger things to work on.
And they're busy playing Pai-Sho. I think
Yeah.
I'll follow that one up with like, what are you doing here anyways? I didn't even know you were a Pai-Sho player.
And he's just like, normally
Hanto had
I'm
me
not.
learn.
Yeah.
Hanto had me learn as he does a really good move.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So I don't think I have anything directly more to say in this conversation unless the group has something they really want to fight for. I'm hoping to roll with Harmony for the evade observe or whatever it is, I'm kind of looking to, well, A, push him over the edge, but have some more sympathy towards us, or at least me in particular.
I mean, you could beat him, and I don't really think at this point it'll super affect things if you beat him.
Mm-hmm.
You could try to like assess if you want to get more information. And there's not much you can like plead with him for, because the only reason that you're not being like arrested is you played on his belief of like
Yeah.
seeing non-bender succeed, which means you got to succeed with your own merits for that to carry through, more or less.
Oddly enough, I'm trying to work more within the combat move system because I want to push his balance, and I can only easily do that in combat.
You're
Yeah.
a Harmony build, right?
I'm a Harmony build, yeah.
10 plus on guide and comfort.
You could be guiding him towards a specific direction with
You
the
could be
bat.
guiding him to like, yeah, now's the time to take out your boss. Do it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was guiding him towards
Do
maybe
it.
there are better ways of doing this than going to war if you're getting thrashed at war.
Yep.
You're right, you could
Assassination
be
is
guiding
better
him
than
towards-
war, technically, in
You're trying
terms
to
of
guide him
fewer
towards
lives.
pacifism.
Yeah, absolutely. I will guide him towards pacifism. That seems exactly correct, considering pacifism was Aeon the Idealist's major thing.
Oh, yeah, cool. That seems relevant. So mid secret mission plot, you're trying to convince the enemy to lay down their arms. Bold choices, but sure, let's roll.
All right. Cross fingers. 9. And I
That's a
don't think there's
9.
anyone available to help, is there?
I mean, Kui was still in the crowd, but it depends how you mean to help.
I mean, I don't know how anyone would help you trying to change the hearts and mind of your Pai-Sho
Yeah.
player partner.
Oof. Yeah, it's always hard when you're on that threshold value, but I also don't know how it would play out, so.
Let me see. No, I was gonna see if I could argue to use my protector's burden hold, but it says to defend or protect them. It doesn't say help.
Okay, well, I got a 9, so they get to choose one, which one of
Yeah.
them is I get to shift his balance.
These options are really hard to work with this,
Wait,
because
they shut down. Never mind, they shift. No, I shift their balance.
But they inflict a
So-
condition on you, is what
Yeah.
it is.
You
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
a condition, but you shift their balance.
I'm fine with that. The big question I have is whether or not it's shifting him off his track. I have something specific that needs to push a Fire Nation officer off their track, and that's somewhat difficult to achieve.
You just need to do it
considering
again later.
Fire Nation officers around.
Well, given Lieutenant Kai's basic state of mind, which is a little broken, he might be at full tilt at all times.
put him at full tilt. I'm just trying to determine how big his track would be at the moment.
I think it was already one step further from the last interaction we had.
No, I
Yeah,
just mean like the
let's-
total size of his principal track.
Well, he has
Oh,
a thing
you mean,
already.
like-
He already has an NPC
Yeah,
sheet.
he's.
Oh, where's his card?
I'm on it right now. Ever
I
transferred?
didn't keep it updated because he didn't show up in my campaign.
Yeah, that's fair.
He is.
My art.
His track goes up to 2.
To 2.
And he should be at 1, so this would be putting him 2-2.
Unless he's already at 2.
I mean, he could be at 2 at all times. I mean, his principle is power.
Yeah.
You know,
His
or
principal
was
is-
it the time?
Yeah, his principle's of power. He's definitely not at 0. He's either at 1 or 2.
Roll a d2.
That's a good point.
Thank you for easy solutions.
1.
It's at 1.
So
Yeah. because it's 1, I think that also influences my decision on the guided comfort. That cleared that up nicely. Yeah, he does shut you down. Kind of hard to convince someone who is the right-hand man of an evil scientist to stop with the evil science.
Aw.
They inflict some condition, even not a specific one, whatever the one that feels like Aeon would feel after.
I
Getting-
think afraid. Maybe I'm not so sure that he's not going to turn us in as I thought.
Yeah, it
He's
doesn't
not
seem
as
like
much as on our side as I thought he would be.
he may not want to turn you in, but he still might want to fight
Yeah.
just for funsies.
All right. Clear or no, they didn't embrace. They shut you down. Inflicted
now
condition,
is
and their balance has been shifted to 2. So if I can
Yeah.
manage it one more time,
and now it's 2. So yeah. Now roll to see if you beat him. That's a skills and training.
right? Yep. Skills and
Or you
training.
could just be pushing your luck.
Or pushing your luck,
tricking.
whatever.
Yes, I am definitely doing that.
Oh. Well, I mean, he was
ooh.
supposed to stay in because he's the plant.
I used the circumstance of having the metal Pai-Sho tiles to push that up.
Sure, you're
You
gonna
shot them.
electrocute Kai? That's what we're saying? Just clarifying.
This is such a bad idea. When has that ever stopped me, though?
You can do it. I'm down with you electrocuting this person to win.
Oh my.
I just need you to tell me that.
I could help if you want.
Oh, I think I definitely have to choose between electrocution or losing. These are 2 important choices.
Okay.
I think we get a freeze on the action, and we
Yes.
see Aeon putting down a piece, contemplating the idea of how it's gonna work. It's like, if I don't do it, I'm gonna lose. And we feel like a slight shock run up your arm a little bit as you think about it.
I think I lose.
You think you lose? Okay, the danger meter doesn't go up.
Yeah. No, I think I I love it. Push the roll to a win, the danger meter goes up. But no, I think I
Yeah.
lose. I think that I need the extra time to set up things, and I recognize that. And so there's a part of me that's like, but I could. But I'm like, no, I'll let that go. I'll lose this one.
Yeah. You get a better luck next time, and there's a heavy implication that he shouldn't see you on the island anymore.
Stay in your room is probably what he says.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't see you around.
I don't expect to see you at breakfast tomorrow. Good day.
Yeah. Something like that, yeah. Acknowledging the fact that you got off lucky not getting turned in at this match.
Yeah. I look distraught and saddened, but there's partially more of an act. I finally got to talk to someone, and I'm
Yeah.
definitely more concerned that they're less on our side than I thought, my side than I thought they were. But
I
they
like
were
how you
never on
changed from
our
our
side.
side to my side.
well, I'm pretty sure in this specific case it would be my side.
All right,
Alright, now
so
roll for your mom.
All right. Any just a flat roll?
I think it was +2 before.
Now it's gonna be +1 against Kyoshi Grandma. It's got harder.
Ooh. I
That-
like how she turned into Kyoshi Grandma.
Yeah. She's a retired Kyoshi warrior.
Yeah.
But
oh, that's
So yeah, no, she does succeed. Yeah. Cool.
All right.
So yeah, Kyoshi Warrior Grandma loses. There's some fun move where she sticks her hands out and like spider arms come out of it and like 6 Pai-Sho tiles go down at once, sealing the victory.
Yes.
excellent.
So our final 5? Because Dama?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got Dama, we got Natsu, we got the Crystal Champion, we got Ione.
No, Kai
I mean,
won that
I
match.
lost. I
It
Oh
was,
yeah, sorry, Kai.
And then
And Sato.
and Naruse are the final 5.
Right, and Sato. So we have 2 of us left in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. So after the match, before the evening, what are we doing after the match?
I
Before we get to
inform
the evening
everyone where
times.
tomorrow's match will be to set up sabotages.
Yeah, in the huddle, it's definitely revealed that there's a terrorist organization on the island planning some kind of explosive event later tonight.
Mm-hmm.
In
That's
the huddle.
great.
Is it? When's
And
your help
then
coming again?
I assume he's told they're probably attacking the tower, and then he goes, "Oh, that's bad."
It is not ideal.
We must move tonight then.
Speaking of
Maybe we
not
could.
ideal things, I think Lieutenant Kai isn't going to be happy if he sees us around again. I'm pretty sure
What?
he did recognize.
Quiwa sighs, but then says, "And did your attempt to befriend him previously bear fruit?"
Sorta. But as I mentioned, we shouldn't be too obvious looks at the fact that we're huddling in a hallway.
Very well. Now we know.
Do you think we could get them to push their explosive job till after we're done?
Did you did you
Yeah,
mention that my
I'll
friend specifically
that.
is
I think at this point I look over to Quiwa and would your friend push it back? It was Tai,
she's here?
indeed.
No. I think that she would likely argue that she wouldn't push it back. And Quiwa looks like she almost has the troubled condition for that for coming to that decision that she,
Lowercase t trouble.
lowercase t troubled, yeah. She
Pana's
thinks it would be worth it to take out Honto, if presuming that's who they're targeting, even if she knew.
I need to help Pana tonight get out to tell our surfer friend to come pick us up early.
Okay.
And if we're doing this with the matches tomorrow, I need to be at that platform to sort out whatever distraction we're going to do.
So,
Is
do
that
we
going to be
move?
anywhere by what they're doing?
Well, it seems like they're going tonight. Is that what it sounds like?
They are.
So we either need to foil their plan so we can go tomorrow, or we pull the trigger now.
I think
The
that
plan stays
I'm
as it is. I have a solution, and Sato will just leave.
Quivis is like, we stay with it with, you know what? Okay.
What's the plan?
I think we
Yeah,
just
he
play.
basically said don't change the plan. Plan on going tomorrow.
Yeah, not tonight.
Aeon looks panicked, but is like, okay, and hurries off as well to go and do more sabotage.
Do your sabotages. I'd recommend place
I'm
XYZ.
Yeah, I'm aiming for place XYZ now that I know it.
Mhm.
Right.
I'm gonna go help Pana get out of here. Don't get caught. You're on strike 2. Just leave. Just kidding.
Quiwa isn't sure what to do, so she goes to Aeon and says, "Do you need any help?"
Sure, I can take some help. Do you know how to get to the place where they were saying that the next match was without being seen? I I mean, I'm fine with stealth in the woods, but this is a castle. I haven't spent much time in castles.
So Quiwa has a minor mental flashback of her again immediately getting caught last time she tried to stealth. Then she's like, so the thing about castles or getting around in a place where it's not about not being seen, it's about not being noticed. You gotta blend in. She doesn't say you gotta. She doesn't speak like that, but she says you need to blend in.
Is
Follow
that
me.
why the hat? And he pulls it.
Partly. Follow me. And yeah, she's gonna come help, and we're gonna, I guess, sneak in together.
All right.
So Sato is going directly to Thai's room.
Okay.
I have conditions that I need to remove, so I'm acting in accordance with the removal of these conditions.
Oh no.
Awesome.
And the
And you went to
condition I need
Kai's
to
room?
Thai. The
Oh, Thai.
yeah.
Okay, I thought you said Kai. No, we have Thai and Kai now.
Yep. Never ends.
Name most of these characters.
Yeah,
Fine.
the backfire. I go to find backfire people. And basically the plan is, because I have worried and I need to take control of a situation where others should lead, I'm going to try to co-opt their mission and point them in my direction.
Mm, yeah. I think they're not on the room, but you do find her at the cannonball range.
Okay. I will walk up next to her and say, you have a mission tonight.
And she says something to the affirmative as she continues to load the cannonball so the is not drawing suspicion to the whole thing. Yes, like I thought I
What?
told you.
I am not here just to win Pai-Sho either. There are people here that need to be saved and protected.
Why we're here too. People need to be protected.
Where is this event to take place?
And there's a cannon fire that goes off with someone else on the range. And then as it's dying down a little bit, you just know it's like in our glorious host chambers, of course.
And I will look at her sternly and say, there are children in that location. Does this change your actions?
Our spies said nothing about children.
I should have joined you when I had the chance. Your spies are not good. Your intelligence is flawed. I warn you. And ask your superiors about me. I know several of them. If you blow up that tower tonight, without consulting me, you will not leave this island.
Some consideration, and I think generally what we're at is she lets you know the bomb's already in place.
Postpone it
What do you
for a
propose
night.
to do?
Tomorrow. It goes off when I give the signal.
See,
There
she
is an
believes
intimidate
that you
move
will.
if you want me to.
Yeah. Well, here's the part of English. She believes that you will kill her if this goes. She believes you in your threat, and that's a little bit where the rub is. She believes your threat, but also doesn't know how to make this plan last another day.
So it's less of a I don't want to and more of a I like don't know how
Things are in
to.
motion.
Yeah.
She's
Mm.
the last one to backfire in the tournament with the access to like get to the bomb to set it off. Going away tomorrow, she could give you the access, but that also means that she didn't complete her mission. Kind of
Can
thing.
I?
And she's also not sold that you're going to straight up murder Honto, as is her plan.
Hmm. Fine. I'll tell her the whole shtick. Honto has my son in that tower. If you doubt that I would leave this island without taking care of his captor, you are sorely mistaken.
And now I think it's where the rule to confirm it, and you can delay the bomb.
Okay.
But you need like something else to justify.
Is this guide in comfort? I mean, it feels like
Yeah, feels like a guide. We're doing a lot of guides and not a lot of comforts, but
True.
well, you'll be comfortable if you follow my guidance. If not, that's a 7.
yeah, she takes the guidance. She embraces the
Okay.
guidance.
Because otherwise you'll kill her.
Otherwise, you'll kill her. Yeah.
Mhm.
Guidance achieved.
Oh, do you also get to push her balance because you're
Yes,
buff?
because
Nice.
I'm my buff. Yes, so she's at a +1, I would guess, or whatever.
She
They would be
topples over.
going. It's either push her down or push her over.
Oh, she's at the end of her track?
Yeah, she's gonna blow
Oh, she's a
someone
fanatic.
up.
Yeah.
Mm.
She's going to blow
Because
someone
that's
up.
the thing of I'm going to not do something,
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess you push
Yeah,
her down.
I'll push her down.
Okay.
And I don't need to ask her a question. I'm good on
Yeah,
that.
I feel like this makes more sense than that. Is like, yes, you push her off the edge of blowing things up immediately, and
Mhm.
you achieve what you want of informing her that the bomb's not going off tonight.
Which is good,
Cool.
considering we're going to near where the bomb is.
Yes, but now you have a new resource. There's a bomb near Honto's chamber that will take it out.
Yep. Pretty
Okay.
nice.
And that clears my conditions. So I'm happy with all of those.
Excellent.
All right, who's doing a thing? Who's next on the
I don't-
board?
I don't know what I need to do to help Waterbender man. Panna.
You just need to help get him like to the shore so he can
So sneaking past
ski or something. How do waterbenders travel on water?
They either like water ski or like just water bend it. We've seen like
Or surf.
surfing.
Sir, I think
On
surf
water
is
and
surf is the main solo travel method. So
Mhm.
he can surf off, but you got to get him to the shore.
Yeah, I probably just like go where he has access to still. Cause oh no wait, he doesn't lose access till tomorrow, right?
Correct.
Oh, okay, then we get as close to like an exterior wall as we can. Mud bend, get him to the shore.
So you're gonna mud bend him through the castle?
No, like we get just to like an exterior wall to mud bend through so he can get out.
Yeah, that seems like skills and training.
Yeah.
With very severe consequences upon failure.
He
Mostly because
drowns
you
in mud.
mud-bended your friend into a wall.
Yep.
I go with him.
So you both drown in mud.
No, he drowns. I get out because I'm the earthbender.
I mean, it's mud. You could say there's water in that too.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is
Full
precedence.
hit. Okay. So yeah, you push Pana through the wall.
Yep. He knows where to go to meet up with Kanak. Was that his name?
Yeah. I
Kanak.
think so.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
To
you
bring the
tell
boat.
me, when is the boat arriving?
I assume tomorrow during the match?
The signal for the boat to start coming is an explosion. Well, you don't know that. Damn.
Yeah. So, Bao, when is the boat arriving?
Because we have access to the cannons, Bao would say, when you hear a cannon shot after we know the general game times are like, let's say noon,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Like, get close, and then once you hear a cannon shot after noon, you come.
Probably a specific sequence of cannon shots because people are just.
Yeah.
I mean, there's cannons. People are going to be up there
There is a
playing with them all the
cannonball
time.
range on
Yeah.
this castle. It's a feature.
Yep.
Yeah, just like probably like a specific cannon shot
I think you gotta
sequence.
fire a bunch in sequence.
Yeah.
And you hear like the sequence of 4 cannon shots near noon. Make your approach.
And then I hand him back his Pai-Sho tiles before he leaves. Because I know he actually cares about those.
No, I
Yep.
think you push him through, and then he turns, and then you push the Pai-Sho tiles through, so they
Yeah,
kind of
just like-
fall out of the wall.
Yeah, just through the wall and then a thumbs up as it goes back. Like Terminator.
Yeah. Cool. So we have a signal for the boats. We have the fireball on delay. Aeon has his mom making a grapple line. Quiwa sneaking into tomorrow's tournament grounds
With
Sneaking
Aeon,
in,
yes.
with Aeon. Okay. So yeah, tomorrow's tournament is on like rooftop grounds.
I think
Every time,
go ahead
ahead.
first.
Every tournament place before has been like, okay, we're putting a pillar into the air, or we're doing
Oh, there's a gimmick, yeah.
rotating pillars. Can
Yeah.
we figure out what the gimmick of this area is?
We gotta get there first.
Ah, okay.
Yep. So I think
They
Quiwa
don't
is
give you access to the tournament place, so you gotta sneak your way up to it.
Yep. I miss the not legacy, but the whatever Quiwa's old playbook was, because they had disguise moves. Quiwa, if I remember
yes.
correctly, did not keep her disguise moves because she never ended up using them.
Nope.
Perfect.
And then we moved into a social game.
So let's see how this goes. I think Quiwa's relying on her skills and training to get us in. She is gonna do a pretty classic, like, we're gonna go find the like rundown laundry area with the servants outfits. We're gonna put on disguises, and we're gonna basically pretend to be some of the workers who are like preparing the area. And sure, we might get
Cool.
handed a broom and told to sweep, but we'll be so terrible at it because Quiwa assumes that because she was terrible at it because she isn't clean, that she'll get kicked out, and that's how she gets out, or something like that.
All right.
Yep. The typical
Yeah.
yelling like boss will be like, "What are you doing? That's a terrible way to sleep, to sweep. Like, go find someone else and ask them what you can do." And yeah, that's what her experience has been when walking around Duo Fei, and she's gonna try and use that here.
You've got to wonder
Rules
exactly how
confirmed.
many people completely recognized you and are just playing along.
We'll find out.
Yep. Um, relying on my skills and training uses focus. I think in this case, that's gonna be what I use because I got pushed back to center, which means if I roll with confidence, that'd just be a 0. Wait, could I trick them into letting us in? Let me look at what trick does. Here's trick.
Mm-hmm.
Trick
Yeah, trick is
NPC
good
will
for
because
this.
they fall for what you want for the moment. Yeah.
You can use
Would
trick.
that work? Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll be like showing Aeon and
You
alongside
described
Aeon.
tricking your way in anyway.
I did. Perfect. I'm gonna roll to trick. That is a 10.
There we go.
Yeah.
Pikachu.
I think they stumble, and I think they overcommit, meaning that I have my interpretations for that, but You can hear them
You
if
know
you
how they
look.
overcommit. You're not just there to sweep up. They assume you're there to help finish off the mechanization on the semi-tournament trapeze platform on the roof. They're going to be swinging those large gears. You're headed a bucket of grease and a mop to grease some of the
Yep.
large gears and stuff. That'll be
All the
ascending
Pai-Sho boards will
through
be magnetized
aerial.
so that they can like fling around without the tiles moving everywhere.
Yeah, some
There is
aerial
a-
acrobatic Pai-Sho tournament stages.
Next one's just going to be in space or something if it just keeps
No, the
getting
next
this
one's in the
ridiculous.
volcano.
Oh, yeah, of course. That makes sense.
Amazing. Just amazing.
It's a technological spectacle
Yep.
and the Pai-Sho
You
tournament.
have to be wearing heat suits like to play as you play.
Well, they've just got firebenders around the outside of
Oh,
the
yeah, just
tournament
drawing
grounds.
the
Like,
heat out
Yep.
to cool down the volcano for now. I like that.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. Yeah, so I think no, we totally I'm in for that. We're like, yes, we are here for that. Like, yep. And then we both totally help them finish the mechanisms and give Aeon more time to have sabotage things that we can look back on in the future.
Absolutely, yes. I'll run
Yeah.
out a list
So
between
that's what you
sessions
find
of what
out with your trick.
spectacular things can I remember.
Yep.
So we're gonna have another gem of +1, I guess.
Yep.
and Aeon, while you're up there, an assess for a +1 on your sabotage might be a good idea.
Yeah, +1.
Absolutely. Figuring out how exactly this works. If you are telling us where the tower is, like where is the tower in relation to this area? Yeah, I'll roll a SS. And... Woohoo! Let's see. I think, given the context of we're looking at the next. Oh wait, but it's only me that would get the plus on that.
I mean, if you ask the first question about what here can I use to sabotage yet,
Yeah.
That's okay. That's fair. What here can I use to make the largest distraction possible in the opposite direction of the tower that we're supposed to be dealing with?
I mean, you could pretty easily figure out a way to send some of these platforms crashing down.
So
It'll only
everything
take
I
a couple
chose now-
slipped chains on gears to launch one of these platforms out of its track and, off the castle roof.
There are no moral quandaries about the fact that people will be on those tracks.
It's fine.
I'm not here to give you moral guidance. I'm here to tell you what you can best use to sabotage this place. That's the best way.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for that. I will consider it, and we'll see exactly how bankrupt I am tomorrow.
over tighten a few springs, and yes, the next one is in space because they will be flung there.
Perfect. I think we just get out of there after we're done. We're just like, okay, let's go for lunch break. And even though like lunch is already
This
done.
is like after dinner.
Yep.
But sure.
Yeah,
It's fine. Late
we're
dinner
moving
break.
into evening. Aeon's +1s are dangerous.
Yes, they're just hoarding them.
Do I even remember what they're all to? Sabotage, sabotage.
I keep mine written down on my bio and info now.
I have mine in my fighting style because there's no real use for that.
Yeah, I've also kind of I'm also reducing the amount of things I give you plus to the mission progress for because things are heating up. So instead, I'm trying to assign some of those to like tangible things you could turn in.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think we're moving towards this just being a narrative. We're moving away from the clocks being needed as we
Yeah, the
prepare.
clocks are gonna more generally track things and more of like just a narrative tracker for how things are going.
Yep.
But as far as like the mechanical bits, I'm trying to move some of them more towards pluses because we're moving more towards the action part. Real fights, I think, might start next episode when you have to crash a tower.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of gives the question: is there anything else that we want to do before heading to bed tonight? I guess.
I'm going to look at Quiwa's growth questions because I have some growth questions that I have two things that I need to do for my growth questions, and they are completely unrelated, which means it's the perfect opportunity.
It is the perfect opportunity to wrap some of that stuff up.
One is get a fancy new outfit, and the other is tame or befriend a dangerous beast or rare creature.
You did get a fancy new outfit. You got the servant's outfit.
That is not Quiwa's definition of fancy.
Yeah, I don't think it's the game's definition of fancy. The game wants you to do a spa day.
Yeah, basically, Quiwa and I think
There is a sauna.
there
but that's
is a
not an outfit.
sauna, but
It does
also
specifically-
Pretty much considering sabotaging that. So
I also like the idea of just going into like finding a nice outfit and just stealing it from another one of the guests.
Mm.
going shopping in.
Now that you think about it, knowing that Ty is the person that is the masked Pai-Sho player, there's been some pretty good outfits.
I think, yeah, I like that actually because we probably are similar size and stuff. So
Sure,
I
close
think
enough.
I'm not going to steal it. I think I'm going to go talk to her because I haven't. Sato, have you told the rest of us that things have been like delayed with Backfire?
Yeah, I that would have been first on my list of things to do. Yeah.
Aeon, do you want to come with? Because I think Quiwa would go right after, and I think it's totally up to you if you want to come with when we visit this person who you've only met in
It does.
prison.
Your time at the stage puts you well into evening.
Yeah.
Like you do have to put in a decent amount of labor
Yep.
on being there for the disguise to go through. They did overcommit, which means they expected you to help.
Yep.
I think I'm going to pass on this for now.
Okay.
So no, I'm not there.
So I think there's a knock at the door, the same one. And I think probably, what was my own NPC backstory person's name again?
THI.
THI. Perfect. So I'm guessing she opens it again, wondering if it's Sato who's back. I don't know if they get that many visitors.
Yeah, I know. Well, Sato found her at the cannonball range.
Oh, you're right.
But you can find her elsewheres.
Okay. I think.
But I'll let you decide where you find her. But yes, you can find her because she's around and an anime character, so not hard to track down.
Yeah, she's the only one with a non-gray outfit in the room whenever she steps into it. Things like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that I think I just go to her room. I probably ask Sato where her room was, and knock at the door to her room. I'm still in my laborer disguise right now because I came straight from there. It's probably the only way, assuming that the new people did get moved to nicer bedrooms, then that's the only way she would be allowed in right now.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, you do find her find her in the no, she lost. She's not in the semifinalist suites.
Oh, okay. Right, she lost.
Yeah. So she's still in the standard dorm, which is thinned out a little bit because everyone else has been moved to the semifinalist suites that have a jacuzzi in each room.
And other people have like left the island. I'm guessing not everyone's just waiting.
Yeah,
for the
some
whole
people
5
have left
days.
the island. The Bob hasn't. The Bob's still just around. The new rooms, some of you have noticed, do also have a dessert dumbwaiter that you can ring for desserts to come down.
I'm guessing the twins are using that maliciously.
They lost. No, they lost.
They lost. They don't have access to it.
Oh. they would probably pester for access to yours, Bao.
They would.
But
Okay.
yeah,
he
you're in the
probably just
lame
went
You
door
just
still.
so you're walking down to Ty's room and you just see Bao's door open and him hand out 2 pieces of pie to his brothers as you're walking past.
Yep.
It's like, this is the last one tonight.
no more.
Okay.
You're not gonna go to sleep. And then they knock on his
Then
door
they
2
close.
minutes later.
Yeah, like 12:01 a.m. They technically follow, like, but yeah. Now it's technically tomorrow. Can we have some more? But yeah, Quiwo knocks on Ty's door. And she. I think the first thing is I don't know if she would be recognized immediately. Obviously, this is her like. I think it is a former best friend that is like someone we haven't seen on camera
Yeah.
and someone who used to be the loud extroverted person as a contrast to Quiwa's reserved, especially before the show started, nature.
Yeah. Now you're a little bit bolder, and she's a little bit more of a spy.
Yeah, we've both changed. So
You
Quiwa
both
just
kind of
knocks on the
switched
door,
there.
and I assume Ty answers, and Quiwa just at first just kind of stands there and like in a do I have to say who I am kind of posture.
You're in disguise, and she's wearing a mask, so probably.
Um,
Anime.
Quiwa looks
Yeah,
around
anime.
quickly. Yeah. And so I assume it's like, oh, it's a servant. Hello, can I help you? Is probably what
Yeah.
she says in the mask.
I didn't order room service.
Quiwa looks left and right and just like, I think there's probably like a mask or something. She's would be wearing like a regular laborer version of the like faceless Fire Nation guard outfits that always have like masked helmets or something like that. It's like a mask, a metal like hard
The
hat
engineer
kind of.
mask.
Yeah.
We saw engineer masks. They are common. They are canon.
Yep.
Engineers do wear masks. We saw them in the hot air balloon.
You're
They,
right.
like with the guy that had the.
And this is probably the first like prototype design of that outfit.
Yeah, it's not the exact same mask, not the
No.
same outfit, but we did see the guy with the leather over, like the leather apron, and he had like a gas mask kind of thing. It was a different design from the soldier mask, but there are canonical Fire Nation engineer masks.
Yep.
Happy
So that's what she's
birthday,
wearing.
That guy.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I can't believe he remembered. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, poor guy. So yeah, I think Quiwa like takes off her helmet, just to like reveal her face, and says,
And we get like a quick hurry you in the room
Yeah,
recognition
yeah.
look kind of thing.
"Yep." Quiwa looks a bit awkward, especially at the beginning the whole time. But like she just like I wanted to talk to you, but not about anything in particular.
And you get like a finger up kind of thing. She goes, turns on some faucets.
Ooh, nice.
And it's like, all right, keep your voice. I'm still not sure who can hear us in these rooms, kind of.
Yeah. I heard that you were here just earlier today.
Yeah, she's looking a little bit nervous now that her plans are changed drastically.
Yeah. I wanted to apologize for everything from before. I'm sure you've heard, but a lot's happened since we escaped from the prison. And though I still don't completely agree with everything that your group is doing, I really do understand.
It's like, well, now we're here another day, I guess, if you really want to show that.
I didn't catch that. She.
Some dejected statement about how she's like, well, now she's here another day. If you want to like show that you support us, like we're here another day, I guess.
Oh, yeah. How? I'm happy to do that. How have you been? How have things been going in the? I'm guessing it's been a few months, basically, since the
It's
prison
been a
escape.
few months, and they've been, from their perspective, fighting the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, even if it wasn't like active combat for a few months, you know, the high stress thing of like it's been nonstop operation for Backfire since the prison break.
Yeah.
Like, even if they weren't big and haven't made like a big impact on the war or anything,
They've been pushing
they've
as
still
hard
been,
as they can the whole time.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Quiwa says, like, upon getting that information, she says, that sounds difficult.
It's like, were you just sitting around? Like,
Duo Fei, was burned to the ground. She doesn't mention who did it.
yeah, she did hear about that town was lost.
We had to evacuate to the mountains. I guess I shouldn't say precisely where, but if you ever need anything,
Is she from Duofei?
she
I'm pretty
is.
sure she would be.
Yeah, she is.
The only thing that she really like checks up on after hearing that the town was lost directly from you, like she did hear about it. She
Mhm.
does like inquire after her family.
Yeah, I think I think her family, they got out okay because everyone was evacuated when we were down Duo Fei, but they aren't living in Trio Fei. I think her family, because a lot of the people spread out to the surrounding villages or like went to Ba Sing Se, like people disseminated.
Yeah.
So I think Quiwa names the specific village kind of near Duo Fei where they went
The
to.
last you heard they were
Yeah,
there,
and
or
it's
whatever.
probably still under Fire Nation rule, to be honest, because I think
Yeah.
they still have the whole area. It's just they don't have a good base of operations anymore to do it from, so it's probably less strong.
Yeah.
So yeah, she says I heard they are there, and last I heard they are um picking up the pieces with like your aunt and uncle kind of. They're probably like went to go stay with one of her parents' siblings has family there, and
Yeah,
that's where
some
they are.
family in the surrounding area.
Yep. Yeah, they're okay when I last checked.
Yeah. You get a slight like look of relief on her face. Nothing like, but
If
still, she has to be a hard rebel spy.
yeah,
So that tightens up real fast afterwards.
yeah. Um, Quiwa says, if I get the chance to, is there anything you want me to tell them?
Hmm. I mean, no, she doesn't have anything she wants to tell them. There's some principle that she's going off of, like if they should know I'm alive when they see the results of our work, kind of thing.
Yeah, her.
Like
I
that's how.
guess if I was to summarize her principle, it would be results.
Yeah. Like they'll know I'm alive by what we've done here.
Yep. Perfect. Um, yeah, Quiwa nods and says, "Okay." Oh, I'm getting married in maybe a few years once I'm of age, but my family had to. We needed a political marriage to survive, basically. Um,
There's that look of I don't know if I'm saying sorry or congratulations
yeah, and she's
on
like,
her
but he's
face.
really nice. I really like him. He's trying to like not. Quiwa is being careful and sensitive to not present it in a like my life is going super well while you're still going full like, in a terrorist cell and trying to but she's like he's really nice and he's uh kind and he's from the Northern Water Tribe. He's a wealthy merchant who wanted to strengthen ties there. It's very early, but I really like him, and this is unlikely to be possible, but would you want to be my maid of honor?
I don't know.
Can I plead with her?
Yeah, sure. I need a roll. I can't tell you. I have no idea.
Perfect. Yeah. I think the plead will determine
Bring a
if I
terrorist to the wedding.
I might I might bring a fragment of the like very loud gossipy like part of her back if I succeed this potentially, even if just for today. So there is the plead thing and then the plead roll. Whew.
On
You guys have
7
a
to
spa
9,
day.
you need to make sure that she has time to make it there. You have to help clear the calendar if you want her to be a maid of honor.
Done.
She's very busy right now.
Yeah, that's what she says. She's like, yeah, she's not sure if she'll be
Got a lot
available at
going
the
on.
time.
If you can help her calendar clear up, yes, she'll be your maid of honor.
She looks back at her room. There's a bunch of bombs behind her. She goes, I'm kind of in the middle of something right now.
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm totally in for that. Kui was like, yeah, I understand. And we'll, what can I do?
There's a war on.
I meant, I guess here and now, if there's anything that I can do for you now.
Make sure they don't kill me before tomorrow night? Like, the plans have been pushed back?
Yeah. Well, if you want to, if they, you
At
could
the
stay in
behest
my
of the-
place. I'm gonna
the
invite her
behest
over
of
to a
the-
sleepover. It's like, well, if they don't know, if you're not in your room, they might not know where you are. We can have a sleepover tonight.
Yes, she'll accept that, because that is a reasonable thing to do, right?
Perfect.
A great way to get a new outfit.
Yes, that's exactly what Kui was going to end up doing. There's this weird fine line between this is a really dark like war like thing, but also Kui was like, can we get some normalcy back for tonight from how things used to be?
Yeah. So she packs up her stuff from this room, and she's not coming back to this room.
Yeah, she's probably not ever coming back.
I have
Yeah.
such a bad idea.
What is it?
She leaves her room, and the brothers just peek around the corner and go, "Ooh, free room."
Free room full of explosive stuff.
I don't
No,
know.
there's not explosives in the room. That's a
I'm
bad
assuming
spy
she's
if you
safe.
sleep in
Okay.
the room with the bomb.
That's fair.
The bomb has been installed at this point.
That's true.
Oh wait, she lost, so she doesn't have the conveyor belt. So I don't. Okay, never mind. I thought she had a snack conveyor
No,
belt.
no, she doesn't have a
No.
snack conveyor. You just have a snack conveyor belt.
Mm.
Yep. Okay. But yeah, I think Kui was gonna try to spend the evening, basically, doing the closest thing to a hangout like they used to sometimes, and things are definitely very different. Obviously,
Very weird.
it's
a
very weird.
time.
But I want a fancy new outfit.
Yeah. I do think you could get a fancy new outfit. It is red.
Of course, that's all we
It
got.
does have hidden knife pockets.
I
Fancy.
approve. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm good with that. Yeah, like
Now you missed the important part
Oh.
about the fancy outfit. What is it?
Is it like a giant poofy ball gown? We've never
I
seen
gave
that.
you my parameters for what you could
Yeah.
find.
I'm considering, like if we're leaning into the like kind of
We just see you come out of the bathroom at
Japanese
one point.
aesthetic, so I
Yeah.
think it's a like extremely it's a kimono painted and sort of dyed in various patterns along the entire hem of the kimono in a circle is um a the mountain range, the island. Basically, it's the mountainous islands of the Fire Nation in sort of a reverse parabola. Is that it? Is that the term?
Meh.
What do you mean?
Um, hold on. Parabolic photo.
Oh, you mean panorama?
Panorama. That's what it is. Panorama.
Yes.
It's a
Kinda
panorama
like-
of the going around the kimono hem
So
of
like
the
the
entire.
hem of the kimono. Like,
It's just like
from
someone
the-
painted like this is what the Fire Nation Islands are. If you were viewing the circumference of them, if you like took a boat around the whole, I think probably just the largest island. Then
Ponto's Island?
and that's kind of like
no, I
stretched
don't think
out
he
to
got this
make the
commission
bottom design.
specifically. It's yeah. Um, yeah,
Fancy.
Yeah,
fancy new outfit.
fancy.
I think it comes with a
Does kinda
fan because it's not like a Kyoshi Warrior like weapon fan. It's an ordinary fan, but that's also
But in the hands of an airbender, it's
a
fan
trained
fan.
airbender maybe.
Go.
I can do air blast, so I might be able to use it, but
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like in the hands of an airbender, that is a weapon.
that's true. I'll take it.
Cool. We get a new outfit for Quiwa.
Mhm.
Right.
Aeon, did you have a thing?
Yeah.
I had a thing with you, but if you have a thing, go ahead.
I was actually asking you because I sort of wanted to do a scene.
Wait, so,
So
do
maybe we
I.
can
Yeah,
so
where
maybe
do
we
we
can
find
fit it
the
all
I
in
killer?
wanted
together.
a scene with both of you too. So
Is it
I
three
mean-
people?
It makes sense.
Where do we find you? Let's say not in the rooms because we just did like a room scene.
I'm down in the sauna looking for Natsu.
In the sauna.
Okay. Sure.
Just
I'll
the
be in
three
the
of you in
sauna.
towels in the sauna,
I have
Yep.
my Crystal Champion helmet on still.
and the towel in the sauna.
Yep.
I gotta stay undercover.
We haven't had enough sauna, so
Sauna episode.
Yeah, so every once in a while, Santos would fire blasts at the rocks to keep it going.
Mal's earth bending a rock in.
Yeah, it's a three-part thing. So Sato firebends the pile of rocks, and Bao stomps and lifts it and moves it to the wet pile.
Trying to
And
figure
then
out
we
how
get the
to
puff of
make the water
steam,
in
and we
the
look up and we see the three of you sitting on the bench.
Yep.
We're just the three bros in the sauna.
well, if Natsu's there too, that would be beneficial.
Yeah, Natsu can be in the sauna for your secret sauna meeting.
hmm
Yep.
It's cartoon, so it's age appropriate with everyone with towels on.
Yep.
Of
But
course.
So yeah, I want to like tell Natsu that we've found my son, and getting him out was going to be difficult. If anything should happen to me, I want the three of you to take him as far from here as possible. Natsu, you will need to be nearby, just in case, to bring my son to these two.
and she
I
kind
thought
of
we weren't
nods.
getting her further involved in this.
She is only there to ensure that Koshiro is okay.
Because, I mean, she's been winning the tournament, and she's going to have to stay here after we're gone, so we don't want her to be in trouble.
She looks at you. I don't think there's going to be a tournament after your admission here, kid. Like it's this ends the tournament when there's a child heist.
Oh, no, I just realized something.
Dama's gonna be so ticked.
I don't think Dama's gonna leave. Dama's gonna play out the tournament no matter what.
If Dama
Maybe,
dies
yeah.
playing Pai-Sho, that is how he'd want to go.
That is how you would want to go. He
You
died
want to be
as
the
he
world's
lived.
greatest Pai-Sho player? You gotta
Commit it.
risk it.
Yeah.
Dama is here to realize his destiny. If his destiny is to die in a volcano, he will be fine with this.
I'm just gonna drop the act while we're in here. I don't know if I dropped it in front of you before, but I'm not. Oh yeah,
Kind of figured. She
Mhm.
she did figure that it's kind of a bit at this point by the fact you're in the meeting and obviously wearing a disguise.
Um,
I think Sato turns to you two in turn and says, Bao, there's no one I would trust more to protect my son if something goes wrong tomorrow. Neon, there's no one I would trust to raise my son with an eye toward the future other than you.
are you asking us to be his dads?
I'm asking you to fulfill my obligations if I am unable.
The
You're not gonna
Godfather.
be unable, though.
Sorry, what's that?
You're not gonna be unable, though. You're gonna be alright, right? What are you implying?
This is just in case things go wrong. I have seen many plans fall apart. And we all know what's in that tower. And who might stand in my way?
It's a giant robot, Aeon. There's a giant robot that may or may not be in the way. That's the fear.
I guess along those lines, because Aeon and I are distraction team, and you're part of the infiltration team, and my brothers will also be on infiltration team. I just trust you to take care of them. I know you're capable, but
No harm will come to them.
they're a rowdy bunch.
I'm counting on this.
Yeah.
You'd really trust me to raise your kid?
You still possess a hope that I have lost for many years. It is like a death to not have that hope. I do not want my son to not have this hope.
I think Bao will jokingly give you an elbow and say, "And I'll keep you on the straight and narrow. Don't worry. I'll just be above you with a shovel the whole time."
Completely breaking it. Aeon kind of does a very solemn nod at Sato of, if you're trusting me to do this, I'll do my best. Even if I hope I don't have to. Thanks.
And that is why you are the right person for this.
I
Stop
guess
questioning yourself and just do what you think is right.
You're gonna have me in your corner on this one.
I'm doing what I think is right. How do I get other people to listen to me? How can you want to end the war, right? Like, if that's the case, how do we do that? I thought that if I could just talk to people, I could make them understand, but it never seems to work. And he kind of looks at Bao. So how do we make other people understand that this is the right thing to do?
Talking to people does not change anyone's mind. You have to show them. Be the guiding light.
Be the guiding light. I guess I can try. I would like to roll a guiding comfort, or rather have you, if that's all right.
That's 11. Full hit.
Wow.
Nice.
Um,
There we go.
So
I will
actually-
absolutely embrace that.
okay. So that's going to shift you twice towards results.
Okay, you wanted results direction. Sounds good. Now, are we all right with me shifting my lodestar? I can do that whenever someone guides and comforts. So
Yeah, if you want to.
It's your lodestar.
yeah, fair enough. Then yeah, no, I'm going to shift my lodestar on this. You have just given me the responsibility of raising your kidlet, and given me the most affirming talk in quite a while. Absolutely, you are my new lodestar.
Done good, kid. Keep it up. Still on strike 2, though. Don't forget it. I'm kidding. I'm
Now we
kidding.
know why I moved my.
I'm kidding. If we get out of this, you're down to 0 strikes, buddy.
You know, I find your strike system very unforgiving. No, I'm not going into that. I think with this end of the conversation, Aeon kind of stops trying to do whatever fiddling he was, figuring out how the water was getting into the mechanisms, and definitely not further setup. And just actually, for the first time after the end of this conversation, sits and just kind of enjoys the sauna.
Yeah, you sit down. Natsu reaches over and dumps more water on the stones. But with like a weird mechanical gripper thing that she somehow has in the towel that no one saw
What?
before.
They're not piping it
Just
in
because-
somehow? Something that I can super pressurize?
I like to imagine there's like right above all the hot rocks is just like a little dripper, and you adjust how much it drips.
Yeah, she like turns the knob or something, and like this other splashes steam as Aeon sits down. It's our sauna scene like wraps up there, and we leave with the mist. Touching sauna moment.
It's just a
Perfect.
sauna bro moment.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna get all mushy and shit, you might as well do it half naked in steam.
There is something to be said because you are quite literally vulnerable at that moment, so it
Hmm.
does encourage those kind of talks.
If I've learned anything, it's you want to be vulnerable with your bros while you're half naked, and your adoptive mom is also half naked.
I mean, that's culturally, I feel like that's not that weird in Avatar. We have
No.
more than one group bathing scene in Avatar by itself.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's not.
No,
It's
it
the-
definitely.
Avatar. When it comes to being anime, that is one way that I am glad Avatar is not like anime at all.
Yeah, there is just casual, normal hangout bath time.
Yep.
Where it's
In a
not
river.
weird.
Yeah, there's no creepy guy just
Yeah,
on
there's
the
no.
peripheral.
They usually
Yeah.
use it as like a lot of animes use that as a moment to have like a weird humor plot, and
It's never
like
actually
that.
funny.
It's never
Hmm.
actually funny. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up day 4 of the tournament.
Yeah.
Or day 3.
Day
It
3.
looks like day 4 might be the last day of this arc,
It might be.
depending on how it goes. We'll hold day 5 open if like
I'm
Something
also
goes wrong?
not against, if things go wrong in day 4, to have both session 4 and session 5 be in day 4.
yeah,
Even if it's like
that's what I was,
past midnight, so technically
Yeah.
day 5 has started,
that's
but
what
it's
I was
all
gonna say. It's like
You know,
if
putting out the burning fires that failed on our mission. Or
yeah.
So tomorrow seems to be the mission day. If it doesn't wrap up by the end of the next session, we'll push it to session 5 to finish the mission there. If we do finish it on the next session, then the session after that will be the review, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll play that by ear for that bit.
And then after that, we move forward to Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
Yeah. So I think we made 2 ticks on the mission progress. We have our exit secured. I'll call it 3 actually. Yeah. We have our exit secured. We have some finely laid sabotage about the semi-tournament grounds. We have some weird technology being built for the mission. Don't know. I think by the passage of time, danger goes up.
Yeah, that's good with me, especially with probably just rising suspicions in
Yeah.
general.
Mm-hmm.
Another day passes. Things are getting weird now with less people and more covert meetings. The general danger of the situation goes up at the end of the day.
there's less ability to blend into the crowd. There's less crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we move into our
Growth questions.
growth questions.
Did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world?
There's a bomb.
There is a
there's
bomb.
That is challenging. Yeah.
I would say.
Okay. So I think the fact that we had to move our timetable up, that there probably won't be a 5th day of the tournament, and that Dama might die doing what he loved.
I don't think we're gonna find out.
No, of course we'll never find out. We'll never find the body of Dama.
No.
And in headcanon, and our characters probably must assume that he was like he ascended to the spirit world instead of
Or
dying.
to the heights of greatness of the world Curtis Pai-Sho player. You know, it could go either way.
True.
Forming Dama of the plan, and he's just like, yeah, I'm doing the tournament. So
My game is tomorrow.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have to study.
Perfect. Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem? We delayed a dangerous threat, but we did not stop anything.
The bomb is there. You did get the point for the bomb being there, so you don't get the point for fixing the bomb.
I agree. Okay. Did you guide a companion towards balance or end the session at my center? I was guided towards center and am now in it.
I am center.
I'm not. But you did guide me towards center and then off the other side. So
Mhm.
towards center, yes. But
No, I figured the +1 to results might be useful if you have to throw a fatigue on a roll that's going to be crap for you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Also, I noticed on that guide and comfort, you get to ask a question if we want to do that.
Hmm. I'll hold it.
And did you do the balance shift, or was there more balance shifting there on a 10 plus?
Yeah, basically it with the new rule we agreed to a shift twice on a 10.
Beautiful.
And for our growth, when we mark our 4th box is when we advance.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the old character
Yeah, when
sheet
the track
only
is
had
full.
3 boxes, which is
Got
why
it.
the 4th box was invisible, basically.
Wait,
I will be
Harmony
taking
goes
an
up to
advance
2.
later. I'll probably be taking a new mission-oriented move.
Mhm.
Was that the 3rd standard growth question?
It's 3rd standard, and then we each have our own. Who wants to
Yeah,
begin?
Cleva got a new outfit, which
Yep.
I'm assuming you'll be wearing tomorrow.
I
just
will be.
because you got the new outfit.
Yeah, it has hidden knife slots. I'll be sneaking
Yeah.
around in my bold red dress.
I did seek guidance or support. I love how easy this playbook's question is.
Well, because your whole playbook is that you need an emotional support person. That's the whole playbook.
Yeah,
And-
your playbook is codependence.
yeah.
Um,
hmm.
you go.
Okay. Did I express vulnerability by admitting you were wrong or that you should have listened to someone you ignored? Yes! For once! Yes!
But not to Bao.
Not
Bao
to
doesn't know.
Yeah. Kind of to Sato and very much to Tai, but definitely not to Bao. Bao will never see that. Maybe.
He'll never know. And then mine is: did you pursue or desire a goal of your own outside of protecting others? I don't think this session, because there wasn't some mook I could just steal his tiles.
Yeah.
There's a downside of moving away from the cheesy, way too much combat tournament part. That you don't get to pull those on mooks anymore.
Yeah.
There's not a seed about it, so it doesn't help.
Hmm. Oh wait. Actually, I gave Aeon the metal tiles, not as like a protection thing, more as like a here's how you can like do better yourself.
But that's not your goal.
That
That's-
feels
It
more
might
like
have been a
not
your
needing
goal if
protecting
it
as
matters
much.
if your intention was to build up Aeon in a certain way, which honestly it felt like it from my side at least.
Yeah, it was done more as like I know we're not on the best of terms, and I know you like to shock people, so this will help you shock people.
Yeah.
With that justification, I say yes. It's just the tiles alone, without
Yeah.
the intent behind it, does not satisfy the requirement.
Yeah.
I have a question. So, I'm looking at the moves. One of them that I could take is not done yet. Once per session, when you are taken out, shift your balance towards center to stay up for one more combat exchange, and then get taken out after that, no matter what happens. If I'm already at center, can that be used?
It says taken out, right?
Once per session, when you are taken out, shift your balance towards center to stay up.
Okay, so taken out isn't
Okay.
necessarily through.
It's to not lose your balance.
No, it's taken
okay.
out presumably out of like fatigue or conditions.
I
Yeah.
mean, yes, I say yes. You shift nothing towards nothing, because there is the caveat. But this,
I'd say the other way, because since you can't shift yourself, like you can't willingly shift yourself off the track, I don't think you can subvert that. Like there are places on the track where you just can't do things.
that's fair. You can't shift yourself off the track. You can't shift yourself to center if you're already at center. So you have to unlock the ability to use that move basically by not being at center.
You know what? I'm not going to take it. I'm going to unlock my moment of balance.
Yay.
That's a very good thing to have on when rolls could go bad.
Especially because my character's moment of balance is basically beat an impossible obstacle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And-
basically mine. too.
Mine is
Yeah.
reveal truth, and I unlocked it specifically for the Koshiro.
Mm.
Excellent.
I
Okay.
get to relate to dangerous people on a human level and solve a problem that way.
Oh.
Definitely might be applicable.
Yeah. I think all of our moments of balance might be coming up soon. If we did you unlock it, Marissa?
Yeah, it's unlocked.
Perfect. Okay. Well, we're ending a bit early, but I think we're good to be back.
Yeah, I just didn't
Next
have enough
week.
to fill like the next 15 minutes before it's like, oh, we're
Oh,
on to
that's
the next
fine.
day. I didn't
No.
want to start
No.
till morning. Yeah.
I'm good.
That happens.
Okay, we'll be back next week with potentially the last episode of Avatar Legends. Thank
Cool.
you everyone for watching.